everybody flooding in. How is everybody doing on this fantastic Friday? We have a God React Day today. What is that song? It's Juice Klein. How do you not know who Juiced is? Anyways, somebody said anybody else's stream is lagging. Chat, is stream lagging at all? Is my mic lagging, or is there anything lagging? I think it should be fine. Buddy doesn't know how to pronounce? What do you mean Buddy doesn't know how to pronounce? No? All right, good. Oliver's and Vibe for the sub. Of Lixify for the sub. It's VA, Swaggy, CKJ, BS for the pre-stream sub. Bros, CERN, Brune for the sub. Zerks for the 1,000, but he's already read that. Queso for the sub and C for the sub. Chat, we have a lot of react to do today. We have a lot of reactions in schedule, okay? Hold up. All right. I had to refresh my chat, sorry. Anyways, we have a lot of reacts that we have in store today. Some of them are kind of looped into one central video idea, but we'll get through that. On the list today, we have entitled woman orders meal, expects Facebook friends to pay her tab. Nikocado avocados new video is honestly just depressing. The most harmful drug you could get at Walmart, Galaxy Gas. This TikTok money glitch ruined their lives. The ape that the San Diego Zoo couldn't contain. Getting a crazy $1 haircut. Here are the videos that are going to get looped in together. I'm already kind of cut into this video because I chose this. This is where he starts getting the haircut. It's kind of like a 34-minute vlog. We have that. We have cosmic Indian head massage. Makes me see stars. Intense Indian head massage. Almost passed out. ASMR head massage combined with rain sound. And then we have explaining hentai tags. So, you know, we have some W reacts lined up today. If you have any videos you want to watch, games you want to play, videos, games, it's I find most of the videos I watch, games that I play. So if you have any videos you want to watch or games you want to play, send those there. I'm sorry for the sub, Horror for the 3. Can you say hi, Fatty Leo? Hello, Fatty Leo. The big for the 1,000 buddies. You help me with a ton of shit. Have been able to cheer me up when going through tough times. You're my favorite streamer, YouTuber, and I thought that I would share my gratitude. Love you. Well, thank you for the 1,000 buddies, and I hope that you're doing better. But I'm glad I've been able to help at least someone. Corky Plains, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, or the 20 gifted subs, 25 gifted. I can't even see. Thank you for the fucking gifted. Thank them for the sub. Thank you for the fucking 25 gifted. Corky Plains 7076 popping out with the subs every goddamn day for some fucking reason. Not complaining. Thank you for the fucking sub. Zywash for the sub. And thank you for the 25 gifted Corky Plains. Joe is by Babe for the 3. My girlfriend's parents don't let her out unless it's with her younger sister. We're both 14. She's moving schools next year, so won't be able to see her on call. Only on call. Do you have any advice? No, man. I'm sorry. You know, sometimes I could give advice, but in a situation like that, you're going to have to figure that out yourself. I don't know you. I don't know your girlfriend. I don't know your parents or her parents. So that's kind of a situation you're going to have to determine in betwixt the two of you. That is your relationship, and I am not able to give advice in that realm. My apologies. Fiddledinks for the fucking gifted sub, Queso for the sub, and Seashlog and the Burn for the sub, the Big Milky for the 1,000 buddies. Anyways, no yap today, chat. We are live a little bit early because the Eagles game is tonight. The Eagles game is tonight, and I need to watch it. So we need to be done stream by latest 8:30 EST. They're playing in Brazil, for those of you that don't know. Eagles, you like the Eagles, Joe? ... Yes, I like the Eagles. You They're going to lose. Buddy, are you a fan of the Green Bay Packers? That's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe. Just need you to know that. That's kind of cringe if you're a fan of the Green Bay Packers. Eagles rah. I'm wearing a jersey right now. What do you live in that shit? Right now you're wearing one? 4 hours before a game starts? God damn. God damn. Watch it on stream? Yeah, let me watch an NFL game on stream. Yeah, let me tune into a massively copyrighted Eagles game that would probably copyright and strike me to my grave, dude. Oh my God. Didn't XQC do that? Somebody tried to watch the Olympics on stream. Who did that? I feel like that might have been like years ago. Somebody, or that, or like the World Cup. Somebody tried to do something like that. XQC or Flight. I don't know. Dude, there's so many streamers that have like not even been like, hey, maybe an NBA game, maybe an NBA game finals is copyrighted. What do you think about the Smart Schoolboys situation? You should react to the whole rabbit hole. We already did. That was in... Was it Wednesday's VOD? I think it was Wednesday's VOD if you want to go check that out. Joe Bart and MB for the sub. Andy and Woo for the sub. The Cool for the 500 pennies. Love your video so much. Feel shaken up because of the shootings in Georgia. I knew some people in that school living so close. Just scares me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And I hope that you and your friends and family are okay. Sheeshlog for the sub. Ember Mordo for the sub. I don't think you need to be worried personally, but I'm sorry to hear that you're like close to where that happened. Ember Merdo for the sub. Joe Bar for the sub. One cheek for the 3. It was Aiden Ross. He streamed the entire Super Bowl. Did he really? Hold up. I gotta fucking get a tissue, chat. Give me a second. Hold up. We're back. I live near the school, too. It's honestly heartbreaking. Bro, I just don't understand why somebody would want to do that. Like, shoot up a school. I say it every time, and then more and more people do it. And they, like, idolize other school shooters and shit like that. It's like, dude, it's fucking... Like, the kid that shot up the Georgia school, like 2 days ago? Like, he used to idolize, like, Nicholas Cruz... And that, like, Florida school shooter that was like, everybody's going to know my name. Buddy, no one's going to remember you. No one. What is this, a moment of fame? Motherfucker. Like, it's that and then just being, an absolute insane person. He's a bitch. Bro, I remember I used to say this. I remember I said this on stream one time, too. When I was in high school, I always thought to myself that if somebody shot up a school, like somebody shot up my school, and they like dropped their gun, I would paralyze them. Like I would actually, I think I would be fine with, you know, having to go in front of a jury after I cripple him, but I would make it so he could not walk another day in his life. Like genuinely, like I don't know, I don't know how. I don't know how the cops in that situation aren't motivated to, like, just curb stomp him. Like, I'm against police brutality, obviously. But in a situation where you're a police officer that is enclosing on a school where a kid's just shooting, like, literally their classmates. Like, I would have to withhold, with the might of Zeus, my want to just go... Bam! To the back of the neck, his face hits the concrete. You're on front page? Doubt it. They'd get sued? Well, yeah. And then, dude, the shit that annoyed me was just the fucking... The aunt that was, like, mad that they were trying him as an adult. Like, he murdered 5 people. Like, and they were like, and the aunt was like, you're charging my nephew as an adult. That's crazy. That's insanity. Bro, he walked into a school and murdered, he like mowed down people. He just shot like 5 fucking people. And then another video that I saw that annoyed the shit out of me was some girl in one of the classes laughing as like you could hear the shots and people screaming. And one of the people filming the girl was like, why are you laughing? And, like, maybe it's like a weird emotional response to laugh in that situation. But if I'm in the classroom with somebody and they're laughing, I swear to God, I'm getting so fucking mad at them. You have no idea. Like, regardless of, like, how scary the situation is, if I look to my right and somebody's laughing, I understand it's a coping mechanism for most things, but your school is getting a coping mechanism. Like, I understand people laughing about trauma, right? Like, if you're in a situation, you kind of laugh about the things that have happened to you. Like, when we watched the video of the guy that cleans up dead bodies, like, he laughed about it because it's like he's witnessed horrific things. But, like, you're in the moment, And it wasn't even, somebody said Rare Joe L. Did you see the video? It wasn't even like a casual chuckle. It was like a maniacal laugh. I'd be like, dude, what? If I said that to them and they were like, I can't control it, I'm sorry, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But if they were like, yeah, no, this is funny, bam! Bam! Show it? I don't even know where it is. I didn't like the video, but I saw it. Can you show it? I don't know. I could try and find it, but what am I going to Google? Oh my God, what happened? I spilled a little bit of water. Uh-oh. I spilled a little bit of water, and now I'm a little bit nervous that, that I may have broken my camera again. Hold up. I think we're fine. What happened? I dropped this fell on my computer, or not my computer, my keyboard, and then hit my my mic. Oh my God, dude. But why would that turn off my camera? Oh my God, whatever. I don't think I'm going to be able to find the video. If somebody finds it, let me know. Christian for the sub fiddle for the 3. Are you still going to watch 2423523 funds VIP application? Oh, yeah, we could. This is why I should get VIP by 242. I am a 9-month sub approaching 1 year. I am a long-time Joe viewer and watch his streams. I support Joe and all his mods. What have I done badly? ... I have been banned 1 time in Joe's stream for inappropriate reasons and learned from my mistake. Joe has unbanned me since then. Please, Joe or Fiddle or whoever is watching this. That was a fairly low-effort presentation. 243212. I don't think I'm going to VIP you. I do think that is a W that you put a presentation on why you should be VIP, but I'm not going to VIP you. Bro said no, please. I'm not going to ban you. I'm just not giving you VIP right now. Jimmy for the sub. Uncle Newt for the 25. I know it's not your favorite message. Could you listen to free... No, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. It's too slow of a build, though, is the problem. Hold up. All right. Bartolozzi for the sub, Andy for the sub. Fluffy for the 3. Don't want to be that chatter, but laugh and give you your sponsoring a mental breakdown. Yeah, I agree. But it would also just annoy me. If I'm actively fearful of my life because somebody's shooting up my school, and then directly in front of me is somebody going, like laughing, like that would piss me off. I understand that though. I'm not sitting here and going, bro, what is wrong with this fucking cable, dude? I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna fucking crash out. This cable's terrible. Hold up. Oh, I'm going to fucking... Okay, I thought it wasn't going to fucking reconnect. Paxton for the sub, AO for the sub, Allergic for the 3. Halo with Riz, I'm 6'7" with multiple bodies, hit in my backyard. Sorceress for the 10K biddies! I know I don't chat much, but appreciate all the amazing streams. Really makes my day, and I can't be here very much, but keeping you the awesome Joe Bart. Thank you for the fucking 10K biddies. And thank you for the nice message. Sorceress Sky. Appreciate the fucking bits. 𝐻冶NTA𝐼 for the subs, in for the 3. Sigma King 6000, can you read this in slow motion? No. Appears you forgot to read my philosophy question. By the time you read this, I have already typed it. Could you check it out? If it's a stupid question, I'm going to be mad. I'm letting you know. Because I stop a person across the road for, let's say, 10 seconds, that means they will get home later. So they will do the dirty at a different time, which means they will get a different kid because of the crossing the road and everything else in their life. Also, my crush is sending me gay corn and my old granny corn. The fuck is all that with? She likes me back, by the way. Yep, you just explained the butterfly effect, and then you started talking about grandma porn. Bean for the 3 said freak chat. Luke's for the 3 says put 1,000 on the Eagles. I did place some bets on the Eagles. I placed a crazy bet, chat. 2 TDs, Saquon Barkley. 2 TDs, 2 touchdowns, 2. 1 game, 2 touchdowns. Plus 475. Andrea for the sub. Probably not going to hit. But, you know, we hope. TBA and Joe Bar for the sub. King for the 3. Just got an 8-month relationship. Trying to focus on myself. Can't stop thinking about her. Do you have any advice? You got to focus on yourself. Hang out with friends. Do things to better yourself. And just give it time. Nothing else you can really do. Yo for the sub. 1 cheek for the 3. I was the Aiden Ross. He streamed the whole Super Bowl. Joe Bart and MB for the sub. Andy for the sub. Woo for the sub. The cool for the 3. I already read that. Uncle for the 25 said thank you for listening. 10,000 on black, please. No, thank you for the $25 donut, though. Anonymous for the sub. Wax for the sub. Bean Alosi and Andy for the sub. And thank you for the 25. Uncle Newt Newt. Lock in for the first video here. We are done with the yapping. Entitled woman orders meal, expects Facebook friends to pay for her. Lock in. Somebody said, Joe, you're so boring. Well then, buddy, I guess you wouldn't care if you got banned from the stream. Goodbye. All right. Anyways. Entitled woman orders meal, expects Facebook friends to pay her tab. 10 talkers for the 3. I just take a shot every time Taylor Swift pops on the screen. I woke up 5 minutes ago. I'm so hungover. Help me chill. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
2024. Officers responded to a call regarding a woman refusing to pay for her pizza.
Oh, awesome.
Did she already eat the pizza? Boop her for the sub. Don't you not get the pizza until you pay for it if it's takeout? Like if she was dining in, they would give it to you, but if you're taking out a pizza, like they don't even hand it to you until you pay for it. And I mean, she's just standing there. She might have already eaten it.
Did we get this figured out?
No,
Okay.
I need my boyfriend to pay my bill, and what happened was my other phone, my phone doesn't have Wi-Fi in there.
Let's take this outside.
Sorry.
Yeah,
My dad did 44 years in the NYPD.
Yo, if I'm there, if I'm the people sitting at that table, I'm saying, no, let's keep it inside. I want to see how this unfolds. No, let's keep it in here. No, look, they're all watching. they're all watching. No, let's keep it in here. I want to see what happens. Let's see how this pans out.
My dad did 44 years.
Refusing to pay for a $10 pizza?
44 years in the NYPD.
Okay.
Oh, she's saying her father was a police officer for the NYPD for 44 years.
You can call him.
That doesn't matter.
You can call him. I don't even think this is the New York Police Department, dude. I feel like this is just an entirely different fucking city. So that means jack shit. If this is like in like Florida, I don't think any cop outside of New York would give a shit that your dad was in the NYPD. Like in regards to a situation that they're dealing with. Joshua for the 3K biddies. It's my girlfriend's birthday Tuesday. I thought you could say happy birthday to her. She would love it. Happy birthday, Sophie. Hope you have a good birthday. Booper for the fucking 100. Thank you for the $100 dono. Booper the dupe. Dump in the chat. Got paid today. I haven't been to stream in a while. Have a good day, Joe. Well, thank you for the fucking 100, Booper the dupe. And I appreciate the dono, man. Jade for the sub. Duran Booper for the sub. Appreciate the fucking bomb-ass dono, Booper. You did not need to do that. But thank you for the fucking 100. Luke for the 3. If you had to pay to kill somebody, you theoretically paying for their life, therefore their life is worth the amount that you paid. I mean, yeah, but most of the time people aren't going to pay like $10 million to have somebody killed. Luke for the 10K biddies! I've managed to get into the Navy as a cadet. Well, thank you for your service. Your philosophy streams up in the eyes of the world. You have such positive impact on the way I view life. You are a very positive person, and I love the streams. Thank you for the nice message, Luke the Spook 11, and thank you for the 10K biddies, and thank you for your service as a Navy man. And I'm glad you like the philosophy streams, and I'm glad they helped you out, and that you're getting into philosophy. Joshua, thank you for the 3K biddies, and Booper, thank you for the 100, bro. Lion for the sub. Lock in. Thank you guys for the donuts. I genuinely do appreciate that.
It does matter. I had money in my account, and now I don't.
Oh, my God. Uncle Newt for the 5. My dad did 44 years in NYPD. Yeah, I'll have to do 44 more to pay the medical bill from this foot so far up your ass. I think that's an extreme reaction for somebody not paying for a pizza.
He's in charge here.
Okay, I had money in my account, and now I don't.
Okay.
This happens to me all the time. My car broke down. You're like, you can see it.
Well, you need to pay your bill.
I know. I'm gonna make money if I have my phone to make money.
Well, you
What? All right, so I'm gonna put my credit card in $20 in debt, and then I'm gonna go on an online gambling website called Stake.com, and I'm gonna put it in the ball game that goes down the little pegs, plinko. I'm gonna put it in that. It's gonna hit a fucking 5x ball, and then I'm just gonna cash it out and pay you in Bitcoin.
need to pay your bill now.
Okay, you have to take me to jail.
Also, again, Luke, thank you for the 10K biddies. Joshua for the 3, and Booper, thank you for the 100, bro.
Okay. So you're not going to pay your bill?
No, I'm gonna pay my bill if I have my phone.
Are you going to pay your bill right now?
I'm gonna try.
Where's your phone?
In the bar. Probably in my bag, or sometimes it vanishes because God just does that shit to me.
I'm confused.
Or you just lose your phone.
How are you going to pay your bill with your phone?
I'm gonna ask people on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan.
I'm not paying that. If I see like a random Facebook friend, like she's like 40. If you're 40 years old and you're like friends with Facebook with her, if you're friends on Facebook with her from like high school, and she's like, "Hey, can somebody send me $15 to pay for this pizza?" No. Why did you go get the pizza knowing that you couldn't pay for it?
Wallen. He does do that.
All right, sit here.
Morgan Wallen?
Pay my bill. Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen, like the singer? She's going to Facebook message Morgan Wallen, the famous country singer, to pay for her 900-degree pizza bill?
I'm going to ask people on Facebook to pay my bill. Morgan Wallen. He does do that.
All right, sit here and do that.
Well, Perea, we can.
Wait out
Oh
here.
my God, are they going to go
Do you
look for her
have a
phone?
driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Where's that?
In there.
All right. So you...
Bro, she doesn't have $10 to her name. Like, I can understand being in the financial struggle for this, but to, like, literally not have... I don't have $10 to my name. You kinkin'. You're probably in high school, bro. You're not a 40-year-old woman. Like, not having... Like, I understand, dude, like, people being in financial struggle to not be able to go out to eat. But, like, not even having the capacity to pay for a bill to the point where you're about to get arrested.
I had money in my account.
Are we going to pay the bill today?
I want to.
Not with asking Morgan Wallen.
I only have $12 to my name, and it gets spent on beer. Well, stop giving me fucking bits then, 10 tacos. I tell you that all the time.
Okay. My dad.
Your dad means nothing to me. To be completely honest, he means nothing.
I know, NYPD cops hate you guys too.
That's fine. It doesn't matter that he's NYPD or not. Your dad is not. And
My mom can pay my bill. I went to her house to try to get it.
Okay, is your mom willing to come here and pay?
You're gonna drive to your mom, bro. You don't have like Apple Pay. You need your mom to drive over here and fucking give you the money, bro. I'd be like, yo, I'll send you 10 on Cash App, bro. At this point, make a PayPal account, go 10 in the negative, and then just fucking deactivate the account. Like, there's a way around this. You know, there's no way. There's like, you can't scrounge up the money to fucking, like, you could find some means to pay this one bill.
Pay your bill right now.
Yes, if you call her.
Okay.
If you call her, she's not going to believe me.
Bro, I'd give him a ring or some shit. At this point, I'd be going, she has a car. I'd be like, yo, I'll siphon a gallon of, like 4 gallons of gas for you. Do you have a hose? Like, I'd barter with them at this point. I'd be like, is there a way? Or just be like, yo, could I just like, work for you for a few hours? I'll sweep the floor today. Like, isn't that a thing at some places where it's like if you don't pay the bill, like you'd work for them?
She thinks I'm a psycho. She's stealing my kids from me. We can trauma bond all day long, but we're not going to do that.
Okay. Is this your vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's scary. If she has multiple children and she doesn't have enough money to pay for a pizza, I don't think that means she's got enough to raise children. Because, dude, I think it's like the average cost of raising a kid through high school is like $250K. It's like $250,000. It's not cheap to have a kid.
Right. Are you a registered owner of the vehicle?
Yes, I am.
You don't have anything inside this vehicle to pay your bill.
No, I have $7 to pay my bill.
53015 St. John's.
My ex-boyfriend to come and pay it for me. He will do that, but I need a phone to do that.
651028 Florida. Okay. What's your bill?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Yo, if I'm the cop, I'm just paying the bill. I'm paying the bill, and then I'm just gonna tell her to go fuck herself. It's getting so annoying. Honestly, if I'm one of the people over here, but she's so rude. Like, if it was like a homeless guy and he was like, I don't have the money, and he was like sad about it and he was like sorry, I would get up and pay the bill. But like hearing her just being like, Morgan Wallen, have you heard? My dad's the NYPD. Morgan Wallen pays bills. Have you heard that Morgan Wallen would probably pay my bill if I Facebook message it? I'd be like, okay, no, I'm not going to pay the bill. Now I'm going to watch this unfold. Fluffiest for the 3. I'm fluffing around. I have at least $20 in my name. Fluffiest for the 3. I've last $3 in my name. Tacos for the 1,200 biddies. I'm going to gamble the other $12. Watch me walk out with 10 bandos. Bro, stop sending me bets. Uncle for the 5. Gonna have less than $10 when you play for this medical bill for my foot so far up your ass. Bro, you just said that. Sacha for the 3. You're my favorite streamer. You always cheer me up. Well, thank you. Jack for the sub. Evgoo for the sub. Tacos for the 2K biddies. Stop giving bits. 300,000K bit badge, bro. Not 300,000K. 300,000 bit badge. Kyle for the 3. Remember the guy that taught educate? I asked him what the educate is for rubbing one out. I don't even know what you're talking about. No for the sub. Do you mean etiquette? Because you spelled etiquette, educate. Uncle for the 5. Excitic for the sub.
Cool. She's sitting here trying to come up with all this stuff about how she wants to try to get them money. So we don't have to.
Yeah. She didn't have
How much is the bill? Tell me how much the bill is. Bro, it can't be one person. Chat, how much is the bill? It can't be more than $20.
She walked here. Like, she walked in here with no...
Like, I mean, maybe this is like a fancier pizza place, but like, how much is like one large pizza? Like 10, like not 10, probably like $15 to like $22, depending on where you go.
And then she drove off in that maroon car. So someone had to drop, like, I was like, either she's a magician, she's a movie star that's just trying to cause trouble for PR. Like, I don't know what, I just can't read it all, and I'm like, I gotta...
Larry will pay my bill.
Larry?
Who's Larry?
Who's Larry?
Larry, my ex-boyfriend. All my ex-boyfriends are friends of mine. They'll pay my bill. They have jobs.
Do you have a job?
But I need my phone to work. To call them, and my phone is...
That's not work. Having your phone to, like, you need your phone to work, meaning, like, function, or you need your phone to do work?
It's dead. I can go to my house and charge it.
Do you guys want to press charges?
She can't pay her bill.
I can walk there and leave my car here and my bag here.
Okay. You leave your bag here? You stay here often? Or
I'm a squatter.
Okay. All right. Where's your residence right
Squatter?
now?
Right there, 130.
Which car did you come here?
In the red car.
Is that a lease? Like, that's a nice car. I'm really confused. 'Cause that's a nice fucking car. Unless that's a lease, if she owns that vehicle, I don't understand how she would own that car and not have $20. Because that's probably like a fucking $25,000, $30,000 car. Jail for the sub. 10 tacos for the 3. Appreciate your concern, but anything I say about my financials is a joke. I'm good at standing. Don't donate more than I can afford. Okay, good. Kyle for the 3. Fucking spelt it wrong. I asked him the etiquette for rubbing one out under a table. Nick for the 3. When I worked at Walmart, I paid for a homeless guy's oatmeal because he said he was hungry. It was like $4. He had no money. You could also tell he was on Fen or something. A few weeks later, he walked in looking a lot healthier and was able to pay in full. That's good. I'll go for the 5. Gonna have to stop giving bits until I get a full medical bill for the foot far up your ass. Bro, stop. Skem for the 1,000, but he says, jonkling my peanuts. Yo, the donos are just brain rot.
Just gonna use it. Perfect. Thank you. You said you're not gonna pay this?
No, I am gonna pay it tomorrow.
Okay, well that's not gonna help me. All right.
Bro, what are we gonna start financing the pizza? Are we gonna do a payment plan for the fucking $15 pizza bill right now? I don't like I'm getting really confused here. You ever see they have payment options for that shit sometimes? You'll buy something that's like $20 and it'll be like, do you want to do installments? Installments? I'm gonna pay this over 5 months. Klarna for pizza? Dude, literally. Paying like $1 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, getting arrested over not paying a $20 pizza bill is nuts.
Like you want to call in prison?
You do. You're going to jail right now for defrauding an innkeeper.
I did it before.
What the fuck? Defrauding a what?
You're failing to pay your bill.
I'm not failing to pay my bill. I need my bag so I can make some phone calls.
You can't come back tomorrow. You can't. That's not how restaurant transactions work. That's not. This isn't the trust system. You can't go like on a bigger level. Like I understand it's a $20 pizza, so it's like it's not that crazy of a loss for the business. But like imagine you went to a nice restaurant and it was $500 and you're like, I'll come back in a week. Give me 7 days and I'll have you your money. What are you, a fucking loan shark?
Full and my pizza and my meal.
No, you're not taking that. They don't take food in jail.
Oh, I have Brendan Wood, right?
Bro, I'd deadass start offering them things. I'd be like, yo, I'll give you my clothes on my body right now. Like, do you need a pair of large shorts? Because this is worth more than $10. You could probably, I got this at Tilly's. It's $15. It should cover the pizza cost.
27.9 here. You already did.
Now I'm not gonna get my kids
26,
back.
thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that would have been bad. Do you have anything on you that's going to go into the
Yes, I
jail?
have a knife.
St. John.
Why do you have a knife on you?
Okay.
Low-key, a real police officer would have just paid this. I think if they were being nice, I think if it was a homeless guy, they would have paid it. But she's being mean to them. Like, the first thing she said to them was, my dad was in the NYPD for 44 years. Well, why don't you ring up your dad on that fucking New York Police Department pension? Because that motherfucker's probably getting paid $5K a month. 44 years?
You should get my bag so I can call my dad. He can pay my bill.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be 10-15 from Steve.
Or my mom. I'm not a defrauder. This shit happens to me all the time.
Then don't go to a... Oh, my God. I'm starting to feel bad. Then don't go to a restaurant if you know you can't pay for it. Like, that's the problem, right? Like, it's... I say the same thing with, like, tipping. Like, and I know my chat gets mad at me sometimes, but I genuinely believe that servers have, like, some of the hardest low-paying jobs out there. And so if you're going to go to a restaurant, pay a bill, and then tip 0 because you don't have enough money, then don't go to the fucking restaurant. On a more extreme level, if you don't have enough money to even pay the tab, let alone tip, don't go to the restaurant. Don't fucking sit down, mac a whole pizza, and then say, me don't know, and then walk out. Bro said L Joe. How is that an L take? If you don't have enough money to go to the restaurant, don't go to the restaurant. You don't have to tip, though? Yeah, tipping's optional. But you're an asshole if you don't tip. A lot of things are optional in life, you know? But you're still a dickhead if you don't do some of them. You don't need to hold the door for a woman in a walker. But are you going to do it? Yeah. You see a guy with one arm in a wheelchair coming up to the door, and you're right there with him. You don't need to hold open the door. You could just fucking walk right into the building and say, you know, figure it out. But you're going to probably open the door for him because it's the courtesy that you do, right? That's subjective. It depends on the service. I agree. It depends on the service. If you're at a fucking, if you're at like a pickup Chinese place, or you're getting pizza, or something where you're ordering it yourself and just grabbing it and leaving, yeah, you don't need to leave a tip. But if you're sitting down at a restaurant and you're there for an hour and a half and the waiter brings you and your friends fucking 7 drinks and cleans up your shit after you and wipes down the table and checks up on you 10 times and puts in your order and does all the shit for you, and then you hit them with a fat 0 and they get $4.25 an hour, you're a dickhead.
You're all your friends know me.
But they get paid minimum wage. Dude, I'm done having this argument. But they get paid minimum wage. Yeah, but they deserve more than minimum wage. It sucks being a waitress. And I also hate to be that guy. Most of the people that don't tip are the reason it sucks to be a waitress, because the people that don't tip are also usually dickheads. Not always, but I know like 7 people that are waiters and waitresses, and the people that are usually the biggest assholes also tip 0. There's a correlation there. You know, the people that give the waiter the hardest time are also the people that don't tip and ask for everything. Oh, could I have an extra sauce? Oh, could I have this? Oh, this order's wrong. Oh, could you replace this? Could you take this back and actually swap this out? I don't want this. And then they tip 0. And also, motherfuckers will tip 0 when the chef gets the order wrong. That's not on the waiter. That's what I don't get. Like, I've had the cooks fuck up my shit so many times, or like bring me the wrong thing, and I know the waiter got it right because I watched them write it down and give the person the tab. They just fucked up the order, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm going to tip the waiter 0. It's not even their fault. It's not even their fault. And then you remember last stream when I talked about this, somebody was like, well, you don't tip your cashier at a Walmart because they make $20 an hour, you fucking idiot.
You said you have a knife up your...
Yes, I do. You want to come get it?
What? Wait, what? She's a knife up her butt?
So you said you have a knife up your...
Yes, I do. You want to come get it?
No.
I didn't think so, asshole.
Okay.
No, I don't think I want to see your chocolate starfish. Thank you for asking.
All day.
Thanks. So you know.
Appreciate it. Holy cow.
Yeah, some more roadie for you.
No, well, there's a bunch in here. Did she buy that one from you guys?
They gave him a beer.
Well, yes, she bought
Well,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then she brought these?
Yeah, those were in there.
Oh, those are empty? Oh, so she was drinking too?
Gotcha.
Wait, she brought in a Heineken?
Thanks, Austin.
Yeah, not a problem, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Want to come back?
I appreciate you.
No, for real.
Cool.
Thank you.
We were just, as we pulled up, where he said he's in training. He said, have you been here? I said, no, not yet. I need to come check it out.
Well,
So.
if you guys have a break a little bit later, your pizza's on me, okay?
Cool.
Aww.
Papa 263 St. John's. Okay. Is there a female deputy that can be 51 to us by chance? She's saying she has a signal 0 in a inappropriate place. She's on this side. Her name is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
Shitty day. Oh, you look so pretty.
Thank you. I was going to my boyfriend's house, but I didn't
You
want
look
to.
so pretty to go to a...
Well,
You were going to go to your boyfriend's house, but you were going to hit up your ex-boyfriend to pay your bill?
I was at the pub waiting for him to come get me.
Real quick.
Come on out, Kurt. Just gonna. You said you.
Her boyfriend's Morgan Wallen. The actual Morgan Wallen shows up and he goes, I got this.
Got some up there?
No, I don't. I'm
Just pulls out a fucking wad of like 40 grand and pays the tab.
kidding.
Well,
Okay.
it's not something.
She's like, see, I wasn't lying. Morgan Wallen said he would pay my bill.
No, I gotta kind of check.
Really?
I'm not gonna do a whole.
I was
Hey,
kidding.
before she does that, let me ask you. I just talked to your mom on the phone, and she said that you didn't pay your bill at some bar last night.
No, because this happens to me all the time.
Well, if you didn't have money to pay
I
your bill
did
last
have
night,
money. I have
why would you
$7.5
come
million.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 7.5 million. Oh my God. But you're a squatter and you can't pay for a pizza? Oh my God. You can't. You have to call your ex-boyfriend to pay? Bro, if you had $7.5 million in liquidatable cash and you're telling me your ass doesn't have a credit card, a debit card, cash, hell, a gold ring that you could fucking hand them. 7.5 million. Somebody said it's shark cards. Yeah, and GTA money and fucking Robux. What are we talking here? 7.5 million in what? Venezuelan Bolivar? What currency?
All right. He has to
He's
ask you
being
a
an
question.
Clash of Clans gems?
asshole.
No, he's asking you a question. This is
My dad did 44 years in the NYPD. I
Oh
did
my God, you said that 7 times.
20 years in the NYPD.
Okay. So
I'm retired.
No, you're not.
do you have anything up your hoo-ha?
No,
God, I don't want to look.
I know.
Come on.
I don't.
I'm gonna check.
Well, she did. Oh my God, bro, because she did say she had a knife up her. Oh my God, she said her vagina. She said she had a knife up there.
I can't even.
Just at least do a pat down.
Like,
Step out.
I
Out the vehicle.
can't.
All right, I gotta check. I promise. I don't have anything under there. Like a bouncy ball. A bouncy ball, the knife falls out. A full-size microwave. You're like, where is this coming from?
Thing because my legs are stuck because they're chubby.
You're athletic. You're not chubby. And don't call us chubby, woman. All right, just put your stomach up there. Your dress is so cute.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I need my bag.
I didn't, go ahead. We're gonna get it. But go ahead.
Thank you.
All right. Hang tight for me.
Morgan Wallen falls out. Like sopping wet. Sopping wet Morgan Wallen. He's like, did somebody need me to pay their tab?
Okay.
Thank you.
It's been days.
NYPD.
I haven't seen the light in so long.
No. Do you mind terribly just hanging out until the mom gets here? Because she's got her kids.
Oh my God, dude, that was a funny video.
On November
Oh, that was a funny video. Oh my God. All right. Next! Hold up, I gotta read donos. Tacos of the three. Saddest part about this is that our kids are going to see this video one day. Well, yeah. Alfeeks for the three. Both of my parents have said they would rather pay more for their meal than tip. It isn't really courtesy where I live, but waiters still don't make much. Well, in different countries, it depends. Because they might get salary. Like, when I was in Iceland, I tipped someone, and they went... like, word for word. A bartender, too, which is usually somebody that you always tip. A fucking bartender. In the States, if a bartender hands you a fucking $6 beer, you hand him like $2. You're tipping that motherfucker like 30%. Like, you're giving him money so he comes back to you, especially if it's like a populated bar and you're just going in and getting drinks and immediately like cashing out. And she hands me like fucking 4 drinks. And I give her 500 Icelandic kroner, which is like $2. And she goes, thanks? I was like, do you guys not tip here? She was like, no. She was like, this is like the first time. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm assuming it was because it was a bar that wasn't like regularly like touristy, I guess. But I don't know. I was like, why would you give me that face? Like if I was an Icelandic person working at a bar, making a salary and never getting tips, and some dumbass American walks over and hands me fucking 500 kroner, thanks. You know it's customary to give 1,000. That's what I'm saying. I'm scamming the fuck out of myself. If I'm an Icelandic person, I am conning the shit out of me. I'm going, you know it's actually customary to give me 1,000. It's actually normal, you know? That's what I'm doing. 10 tacos for the 3. My dreams to live in Switzerland, but not because of the scenery, because they have $1, $2, and $5 coins. That's actually sick. I'll go for the 3. Thank God I did not, in fact, shove a foot up her ass. That would have been my medical bill. Shadow and Not a Raccoon for the sub. Taj, E-Master, Ryan, and Hyde for the sub. Tyroon for the 3. What's the lowest you should tip? Taj and Lady for the sub. 10 tacos for the 3. I was at the edge of my seat hoping that she would try to run. Jensen for the 5. Would you have paid the bill in this situation or arrested her? Well, she was being mean, so I feel like that changes it. If they were nice and like, oh, man, I don't have the money, it's a different scenario. Uncle for the 3. Can I go to the bathroom? Yeah. Ninja and Fat for the sub. Jens for the 3. Find it hilarious. She keeps naming people who would pay her bill. Scheme for the 1,000, but he's 10 tacos for the 3. I already read that. What is the lowest amount you should tip? Chat, what's the lowest amount you should tip? If I'm at like a Starbucks, I'll give like 15% or like 18, whatever the little thing is, because they're like making it and taking my specified order. If I'm at a restaurant, 20% is usually what I'm giving. For the people that are giving specific dollar amounts, I think that's bad, because if you're like, oh, I'll always tip a 20, yeah, that's great if you buy $40 worth of food. But if you go out to eat with like 10 people and your bill's $500 and you give them $20, that's like not even a fraction of what you should be giving them. Vodka, thank you for the fucking raid. W raid in the chat. Shout out Vodka Sunny D. Thank you for the fucking raid, bro. 86. I appreciate the goddamn raid. We're doing a React Day today. Welcome to the Joe Bart chat. Just finished watching a body cam video. Now we're going to watch a Sunny V2 vid. Jal for the 3. Got Twitch again to watch your streams. Not a record for the 3. I work in retail and somebody gave me a tip after helping them. Really? Bronx for the 3. In the most Nordic European countries, waitresses get paid fairly, so they don't expect tips because they already get paid a good salary. Yeah. Well, I just found that out because that was the first European country I've ever been to. Anyways. I'll go for the 5. I usually tip about 7 Bart bucks. They look at me weird, but I'm happy knowing I'm changing lives. Yeah, here's a currency that has no value and only works in the Joe Bart chat for very specified purchases. Big deal for the 3. POV, my mom just got mad at me because I'm agnostic and I don't believe in ghosts and Christianity. I'm sorry to hear that she got mad at you for your beliefs, man. Nikocado Avocado's new video is honestly just depressing.
Why I'm posting.
Theoretically, how much can you tip? Any amount that you want. I usually tip 20%. There's been times I've done more. If I'm at a bar, I usually tip more. Unless it's really expensive. Like, if I'm at a bar and I get, like, a beer, 2 shots, and then, like, a mixed drink, and it's, like, $35, I'll probably just tip, like, 10. Matthew for the 3. 3 hours till kickoff? Yeah, I'm excited.
And everyone wonders
10 tacos for the 3. Here's 50K Bart bucks. You could use this to make him flex.
why I'm posting less. I'm not happy.
Ender Brian for the 1,000 biddies. My fiance just left me a few hours ago. Can you give me some words of wisdom? Feeling pretty low right now. Is that actually true? I feel like this is fake because this is your first chat and you're spamming it. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. I mean, dude, you know, talk to your family. I'm sorry that you're going through that, man. If that is true, talk to your friends, talk to your family. See what you can do moving forward. Outside of that, man, I don't really have any personal experience. I've never been married or engaged. But I'm sorry you're going through that, dude.
I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become. I don't like what I look like.
Nikocado's recent video is so incredibly tragic, it makes all of his previous breakdowns seem like they were happy moments. Simply titled by Nikocado.
But, like, I always just think that some of it's for content to a degree because it's still just doing a mukbang. It's not like a video. I mean, unless he doesn't eat it. But, like, why is the pizza there?
Moments. Simply titled by, Nikocado talks about deeply regretting his time on YouTube, in the process admitting to financial ruin, and the ways in which fame destroyed his life completely. The 41-minute video begins on terrible footing, as after only 24 seconds, Nick's already almost on the verge of tears.
Just gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm on the edge of a breakdown. Most likely, by the end of this video, I would be flipping out.
The reason for this is quickly revealed. Nick had begun to realize YouTube was actually a terrible choice.
My life was going great, so I decided to do this YouTube life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
Admitting he never would have started.
Money. I mean, dude, he had to have some crazy YouTube rev for how many views and how long his videos are. Like, I think with the content that Nikocado Avocado makes, he should have gone in, done it for 5 years, made however much he made, and got out, right? I mean, that's kind of what most YouTubers' idea is. Like, YouTube's not a lifelong career. I really enjoy my job. I think it's really fun. I've talked about this before. I love making people's days and making people laugh, and it's really fun to get on stream and just fuck around with chat and everything like that. TikTok, whole different thing. I fucking hate TikTok now. But YouTube and Twitch I really enjoy, you know? Being able to make videos that I myself also just find entertaining. But that's another reason I hate TikTok, because I look back at my other videos and it's ugh. Because I used to be a fucking cocky dickhead. I always talk about that, and I also just think my content used to suck on TikTok. But anyways, I don't plan on doing this my whole life. Like, if I'm being honest, 2-3 years from now, like, is ideal, right? But people fall off. People get burnt out. They quit, right? Like, I really love what I do right now, but I'm 22. Do I think I'm going to be doing this by the time I'm 28? No. It's something, it's like a small portion of your life, you know? And I obviously do want to take the money that I get from YouTube and start some sort of business where I can have a similar impact and you know, have fun and make people's days and stuff. Not necessarily something entertainment-based, but even if it's just, you know, a bar or a restaurant, some sort of business where people can, you know, have fun and it provides some value. But you got to keep in mind the majority of people that do social media stop within 5 to 7 years. Like, that's just the statistics of it. I don't know why people are saying no as if that's not like multiple years away. What is your dream job? This. What was / is your dream job? This. Outside of this, I don't know. I would really love to own. I don't want to get into the restaurant business. A gym would be cool, but I feel like a lot of people open gyms. Something where I'm able to interact with people and like make their days, but also like, you know, not go bankrupt. Ender Brian for the 3. Been watching on YouTube. Keep up the great work. Was it for you? I'd probably be 6 feet under. Well, dude, I'm glad that you're still here and keep up, you know, your mental health. And if you're dealing with shit right now, reach out for help. Bronx for the 3. Make it known when you decide to leave so we can all say goodbye. Yeah. I would give you guys a long time in advance knowledge of that. TikTokers for the 3. After not even another 2 to 3 years of this, you'll definitely have enough financial sanity to do whatever you want other than cocaine and live comfortably, and possibly even your kids, maybe get them through college. Brother, I am not having kids in 2 to 3 years. You are on crack. If you think, I don't know if you're saying I would have enough money for when I do have kids. Brother, I am 22 years old. I don't plan on having kids for like 7 to 8 years. Longer, man. What? Me raising a child? Magma for the 3. Joe Bar would be sick. Uncle for the 5. Keep you a soda truck driver because your dreams coming true. Bronx for the 3. Ender Ryan for the 3. I already read that. Taj for the 5. How much you enjoyed Frank Stone, 1 to 10? Probably an 8. Taj, can you say Taj? You could go P. Booty and Exelastic for the sub. Endervine for the 1,000 biddies.
If given a second chance.
No, but I'm not like, chat, I'm not leaving YouTube now. Motherfuckers crash out when I even mention that. Like, I don't want to be that guy. Every YouTuber and streamer you watch, in their head, they're thinking about when they want to be done. Even if they don't mention it, I'll mention it. I don't want to be done now. Like, I'm still fucking, like, there's nothing. The only thing that I don't like is TikTok, which is why I've been posting less and less. But, like, motherfuckers will tell you last minute. Usually, like, I'll tell you way in advance, like, what my life plan is. Obviously, you know, you go where the fucking waves take you. But I'm saying, in an ideal world, I would be done in, like, 3-4 years. 10 tacos for the 3. I said get them through college. Not that shit going to be 2 or 3 years. When I have kids, you'll probably still have the money if you don't know who code. Glally for the 3. Somebody took my mom from me. She was my best friend. I feel like I'm never going to be the same, but watching you makes me feel normal again. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm sorry if you're saying you lost your mother like she died. But regardless, I'm sorry that you lost your mom. And I hope that you're doing all right.
I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have...
What's a good age to retire as a Twitch mod? Fiddledinks, you're locked in on doing this until the day I die. Fiddle, you will moderate my channel long after I'm gone. Never. No, you could... You're not required to be a mod, Fiddle. If you don't want to be a mod anymore, you don't have to be a mod.
Never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide for my family.
He further hints as to why.
My job is to face people who hate me, who don't care for me, that aren't even interested in me. They're here for someone fat.
Yet he's interrupted by his pizza delivery, leading to the video's only moment where Nick isn't totally miserable. However, the second he takes a bite, you can see Nikocado's dark realization that he despises his life completely.
I don't like this! I don't like this channel. I don't like what I'm doing.
I mean, dude, why not? I understand Sonny said financial ruin, but if he has enough money to retire, quit, you know? Like, because the job field he's in is horrible, you know? Having to do, like, extremely unhealthy mukbang content where the majority of his viewers just make fun of him, like... Quit, sit on your stacks, and, you know, better yourself.
Doing with my life. I had goals, I had dreams, and I threw it all.
What do you think about having a kid in your teens? I mean, if you think you're able to be a parent, be a parent. But, I mean, in my own life, dude, even when I was, like, 18, 19, I could not have raised a child. Now, if you tasked me with doing it, would I be able to? Yeah. Would I think that I would be in the best capability or the best part in my life to where I would want to do so? No. I like getting drunk and getting high and getting fucked up 3 days out of the fucking week. You know, I'm not ideal parent material. I play video games for fun and fuck around, you know? Like, I'm not a mature individual. I'm 22, right? I think ideally for the average human, most people are probably having kids between 28 and 35. But are there people that are able to raise kids at that young of an age? Yeah. I'm not saying that you can't. But in my own life, when I was 18, 19, 17, 18, 19, could I have raised a kid? Fuck no. I would have been the worst parent in the world.
All a way to eat food.
Nick hating his job isn't unexpected.
I'm 18, but I still feel like I'm 13. I mean, dude, there will be a big... You kind of feel the same, in my own personal opinion. You kind of feel the same up until, like, midway through college. Like, first year of college, I always say this. First year of college, you're still in kind of that high school mindset because you're kind of getting into the groove of, like, growing up. And then after that, like my sophomore year in college, the start of that year, oh, my God, changed drastically Also when I started dating Brooke. Also when I started to do philosophy. Changed everything. Like, in the past 3 years, I've grown maturity mentally, or mental-wise, like, so much comparative to, like, 15 to 19. Like, those years just feel the fucking same in terms of, like, your life. You just kind of do the same thing. You're just in school. Nothing really changes.
But his claim of
Bro, you did not. Yo, 10 tacos, bruh. Hold up.
Gorp oob plorp.
Gorp oob plorp? What the fuck does that mean? Thank you for the fucking biddies, 10 tacos 6911. Thank you for the 20k bits. Huck for the sub and Pickle for the sub, 10 tacos 6911. Buddy just dropping goddamn bit dono fucking bombs. 323,300 bits to the channel total. Settle down. What the fuck? Thank you for the fucking biddies, dude. Huck and Marvel for the sub. Oh my god. Thank you for the fucking bits, man. Genuinely. That is actually insane. Corky Blades for the fucking gifteds. Oh my god, yo. Fart Nugget. I'm reading the top tiers right now. My bad. I didn't just randomly say Fart Nugget. Corky Blades, thank you for the 25 gifteds. And 10 tacos, thank you for the 20,000 fucking bits, dude. If you got a sub from Corky, thank them for the fucking sub. And dude, thank you for the subs and 10 tacos. Thank you for the fucking bits, man, honestly. W ass chatter, both of y'all. Oh my god, that is insane, man. Thank you for the fucking bits and thank you for the subs. What the fuck? Fart Nugget. Dude, Fart Nugget's giving me 1 million bits. What? What? Like, dude. I don't like when did Fart Nugget give that many bits? Trigger for the sub. All right, lock in.
about money is a little more surprising.
The irony is I barely made
Lock in, chat. We need to lock in.
any money for the
There's no way he's barely made any money unless he's getting demonetized.
past 2-3 years.
Across Nikocado's 5 biggest channels, he's done 1.85 billion views total, which by applying a conservative ad rate of $3 per 1,000 views, means he's made
That's very conservative.
5.5 million from YouTube ads alone. He also charges $500 per cameo and has over 1,000 reviews, meaning if you include
Yeah, I'm calling cap on the not making any money. Like, yo, Nikocado avocado. Like, that's the one thing that I want to say. There's no fucking way he hasn't made money. No fucking way he hasn't made money. Unless he's blown it all like a Johnny Depp scenario or a Nicolas Cage shit where he's just like splurged on things that he couldn't pay back. Like, fuck, man. How do you, like, that is so much money.
maybe another 1,000 people who didn't review, he's also likely made over $1 million from this. Then Nick also has a Patreon.
Who the fuck is paying Nikocado avocado $500 to give that motherfucker a cameo? Sonny V2, do have to quote you on this, brother. Your maths are off. Your maths are off, right? They're not mathing. Yes, it's $1 million in revenue if you do 2,000 times 500. Cameo takes, I believe, 30%, and Apple takes around 20%. So realistically, pre-tax revenue on Cameo, if he does have 2,500 cameos, he's probably, if I had to guess, made around fucking $550 to $650, and that's pre-tax. So post-tax, probably $300, $320.
From this. Then Nick also has a Patreon and his
It's still a shitload of money, but I'm saying this is not, he's not taking away 1 million.
iconic line of merch, which when combined with everything else, could mean total career earnings of almost 10 million. So how could it be possible he didn't make much money? Well, Nikocado would elaborate.
I hate that my job is showing up here and hoping I get paid from it because the YouTube gods strike me down 3 years ago and it's never improved.
Nick seemed to imply his videos were rarely monetized, which has been happening for over 3 years. We tested this by watching his—
Bro, I'd fucking quit. Bro, I would fucking quit. You could test that by seeing if he's getting monetized. You can get a demonetized video and still have ad revenue from it, but it's like, dude, if I have a video that's demonetized and it gets 500,000 views, I'll make like $80. But if you get a video that has like that's the thing. Like if you have a demonetized video that gets 1 million views, you'll probably make like $250. But if you have a 1 million view video that's monetized and like 20 minutes long, you can make like $5 grand.
Content on a fresh new account and found that
5-6K.
most videos on More Nikocado don't even play one single ad.
Damn, dude. I mean, he still is making money off of like the cameos and the merch and shit, but like if I made literally $0 and I had to make the content Nikocado made, I would just stop. Because like you're just basically killing yourself for nothing.
On the contrary, most of his third channel videos have ads, but his earnings didn't matter anyway, because any money he did make has now been fully wasted.
It wasn't even worth it. I barely made any money. And the money I did make, I lost.
To the extent that Nikocado's now struggling to survive.
I hate my finances.
I'm surprised he was pulling the amount of money he made and didn't get a financial advisor. Because if he had, like, over $10 million in career earnings of the last, like, 6-7 years, like, how did he not get somebody to, like, tell him where to put money?
I hate my husband. I hate my family. I hate my friends. I hate my work. I hate this country. I hate this place. To pay so much just to survive.
As a result, he begins to consider even moving to a different country.
I'm literally about to move to Indonesia. I have a friend.
Move to Indonesia? What the fuck?
There right now. And do you know how much she paid for her dinner? $2.24.
Which Nick has actually done before, having spent 3 years living in South America. He acknowledges the easier solution would have simply been to make a different type of content.
And I knew if I would have done something.
He's an entertaining guy. Why does he not make why doesn't he vlog? Why? I mean, I don't watch Nikocado Avocado. Maybe he does. But, like, why not make the main channel, like, not, hey, I'm eating 30,000 calories worth of fucking hot Cheetos? Like, that has to be
more age appropriate or more whatever friendly. What was this all for? I don't even like this.
Or more tragically, stick with his previous love of playing violin.
I felt like I had purpose to create beautiful music, to inspire people, to give people hope when they're going through horrible shit.
It seems Nikocado's mukbangs have destroyed his previous talent.
I used to play the violin, and my fingers got too fat, they get stuck in the strings, they go bonk, and then I can't play anymore.
Missing violin as an art form that actually impacted people's lives.
All it takes is one person to come to a concert or a show, and you change their life. Because you inspire them to do something similar or to go into the arts or something. And I'm sitting here eating food.
In Oompaville's It's Your Fault, Nikocado further added,
I was very good. I got a full ride scholarship to my school. Could you Juilliard school. Have you known about it? I went to the Juilliard for 2 years.
I don't know what that is.
With Juilliard being the world's most prestigious music school. A user on Reddit found Nick's full list of
Juilliard is a hard school to get into for any of the arts programs. He's a narcissistic. I don't know if I could say that word. I don't know if he's narcissistic. I have seen videos where he'll talk about like how much money he's made, and like I remember there was one where he was in an apartment and he was like rolling in it and shit, and he was like basically telling the haters to go fuck off, which is like an honest response. But I just don't understand how he has no money left.
Violin achievements, of which
like blowing $10 million. Okay, yeah, $10 million in the last fucking 3-4 years. Let's say he takes home like 5-6 mil. You still have a lot of money. You still have a lot of money to blow. Like blowing that amount is hard. It's just an insult. I'm allowed to say that.
Which there were certainly many, and it therefore makes sense that he was
Bro, y'all ever get randomly lightheaded? Like, I swear to God, a minute ago, I almost passed out. I didn't say anything. I don't know if you could rewind the VOD and look. But, like, dude, I felt like my brain did a backflip, and I just went, like, I swear to God, I almost just passed out. You have low iron? Bro, I don't think I have low iron. Dude, genuinely, what the fuck just happened?
Enough to teach.
Have you ever had a job?
Yeah, many. Violin lesson.
I think that might be the weed, dude. I think that might be the weed, dude, honestly.
I used to play at weddings.
A YouTuber named Violin Mechanic also watched all of Nick's violin videos, concluding he was near professional.
Right from the bat, I can tell that this guy plays fantastically in tune.
And it seemed this respect from other people was what Nick missed more than anything else.
When I would finish my shows, I would sign autographs. People would wait in a line to take photos of me, which I think some people would now, but it's...
Why doesn't he fucking strive towards that, though?
For a different reason. It's not because I just inspired them. It's because I am...
10 tacos to the 3. What kind of idiot would give a content creator money just for his response? Fucking dumbass. Oh, I know, right? 10 tacos for the 4,500 biddies! Stop giving bits! Fart Nugget is my op. I will not rest until I pass him. Bro, please do not try and pass Fart Nugget. Thank you, Fiddledinks, for the wise gorp, oop, plorp inspiration. Trigger for the sub, and Corky, thank you for the subs again. Pickle for the sub. I think I'm caught up.
A fat, funny meme.
By playing on the street, Nick attracted massive crowds, but as he sits there thinking for over 20 seconds, he realizes what he truly misses is the respect he had for himself.
And I had a sense of pride, a sense of honor, a sense of happiness. I felt closer to God, actually.
In comparison to his music, he's lost all motivation to mukbang.
I felt like I was doing something that I was called to do. I don't feel that with these videos.
Which can definitely be felt throughout the entire video.
I can't even sit here and fake this for you. I'm not going to.
He tries to talk about the food but clearly doesn't care.
Let's try these breadsticks. It's fine.
As Nick's instead preoccupied with the thought of him retiring.
And if I just quit YouTube, who's gonna care? Couple hundred people, okay. I can't watch Nikocado slurp noodles and eat Takis. Oh, my life's not the same. I should watch Nikocado eat Taki.
I mean, if he wants to stay on YouTube, he should really just pivot. And then if it fails, it fails.
Topic he's been considering throughout the previous year, so why doesn't he quit and do something else completely? Well, he addresses this also.
I can't even get a normal job. I mean, imagine if I went to apply doing some type of management because I'm so known.
Yeah, that's the scariness of the YouTube world. Like, I could, when people ask me what I'm going to do after social media, I always say I'm going to open a business because that's kind of the option. I would never get hired at any regular business. If they Googled me, I would never, it would never even be, like, it would never even be an option. You would? Oh, fuck no, I would not. Dude, oh, hell no, I would not. Oh my God, me sitting here and cursing and going off on people and literally just, oh my God, just having fucking mental breakdowns and shit. Yeah, no, you're not, you don't look stable, you know? Digital footprint, exactly. But that's, the thing is, like, your goal is to just make enough money doing this now, so then it's not a problem. And I feel like he has. It's just whether or not he's blown that. You know what I mean? All right. Cyrus of the 3. Gonna eat a 500 milligram edible. I'm an hour in on a blanker. 10 tacos of the 3. You already ate it, or you're eating it now?
There's so many horrible things I've put myself into.
Teachers talk about that. Well, teachers really can't get hired if they have any social media, not discrepancies, but like you ever see the teachers that like do OnlyFans on the side and get fired or something like that? Like, even if they're not like teaching people that would like look it up, like you could be like a fucking preschool teacher, and if you do OnlyFans, they're gonna fucking fire you. Like, even if it doesn't affect your students, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things realistic. Like, I got the philosophy degree because I really wanted it for myself. I didn't get it for a job. So I mean, that's kind of the play here. If for the people that ask, when I'm done social media, open a business, invest in other things, and then do work in that realm. I kind of have, once you're your own boss on social media, Unless you make like genuinely kid-friendly content, you are now your own boss forever. Unless you're getting it in the social media realm, I could do that. I could probably get hired to manage people or something like that just because of the experience. But like regular job shit, you're not getting hired.
Situations, it's like, it's going to create a polarizing environment. You know how many people hate me? They don't want to work with me. It's like, great. So now I've really limited my...
You could be a drug dealer. Yeah, that is a realm I could go into.
Sadly, Nick is probably right. If he was spotted working retail, it'd be a story instantly. But there are still other YouTube ideas that could also be successful. A YouTuber named Oosgang went unexpectedly viral when he began a series titled Try to Lose Weight in 100 Weeks. Well, Nick showed it.
Dude, somebody actually recommended one of those videos in the video suggestion tab. Speaking of video suggestion tab, game suggestion tab, if you have any videos you want to watch, games you want to play.
In his recent video that he was already losing weight.
I recently lost 89 pounds, but I'm still morbidly obese. I can't even fit in a chair.
Which has been proven as an element the audience likes to follow. Combine this with Nikocado's notoriety, and you've got a mega viral series that could fix his channel health and declining self-esteem.
I'm so ugly. I don't want to be ugly.
Whilst giving him respect.
Well, and a lot of his content was originally jokingly self-shame, but now it's become like actual self-shame.
From every single viewer. Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or two, lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane. The only problem is Nick's completely terrified of trying something new.
The worst part is I have an escape route, and I'm so afraid to take it.
At this point, however, is there even another alternative?
I'm halfway through life. I don't want to spend the next half being like this.
Even Nick himself admitted he can't keep doing mukbangs.
You can't keep betting on the dying horse. You just can't. And in my stupid mind, it's like, it will change, it'll get better. Oh, if I pump out more content, I'm not liked. I'm just not liked, and that's the fact, and it hurts.
And I doubt Nick's as disliked as he...
Do you think that many people dislike Nikocado Avocado, though? I mean, like, everybody gets hate. Like, I get hate all the time. He definitely gets hate all the time. But I feel like people do enjoy watching him.
Clearly thinks.
How old is he? He's probably fairly young, but I think he's saying halfway through life. If he stays at the weight he's at, he'll die when he's 50. Just being brutally honest. He's 32. Yeah, like, he will not... If he stays that weight, he won't live till 64. It's the same thing. If you're morbidly obese at the age of, like, 20 and you stay morbidly obese, you'll die before you're 50. Like, you'll have a heart attack. It's... On top of that, like, if you're somebody that's, like, morbidly obese and you smoke cigarettes or something like that, like, you're dead by 35. Like, it's something where the average lifespan of somebody's fairly high, but if you're effectively 45% body fat, it will kill you. Death combo, literally. Being fat and smoking are the worst things for your heart. Like, if you smoke cigarettes and you're morbidly obese, you will statistically die very young. Matthew for the 4. I just became the 17,000 member in Discord. 10 tacos for the 1,200 biddies. All right, last photo today. I gotta go do things. Love you, Joe. Have a good rest of your day. Well, dude, have a good rest of your day as well. And thank you for the fucking biddies, man. And I hope you don't feel as hungover. Tame for the 5. You inspired me to go to the gym up 13. I got my first vein at V-A-N-E. Do you mean vein like vein? You help a lot. Thank you. Keep it up. Well, thank you, and good luck on your fitness journey. Hello, and AFC for the subs. Cyrus for the 3. Somebody said L. Joe Bart. What? Because I'm saying that if you're morbidly obese, you'll die young. I'm not trying to be like fat phobic or something. I've never been fat phobic. I think people should be proud of their bodies. But if you are somebody with a body fat percentage above 35% and you're young and you stay that weight, right now you're fine, but you won't be when you're older. And it's a problem, but I mean, like, that's something that you gotta fix early, you know?
There are loads of different people who appreciate the meme, while his series...
Gonna be honest, you yapping, I just joined, I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's crazy. Timed out for 8 hours.
He made with Oompaville helped restore his reputation. The honesty in his recent video also makes him much more likable, especially in the segments where he takes responsibility.
But it's nothing to do with you, really. It's everything to do with me.
Still, Nikocado's convinced.
Well, because even the shit that he eats on camera, like, he's also overweight because of his own health habits. Like, it's not just like, oh, if you eat what he eats on camera, you're going to be morbidly obese. Like, you might get fat, but, like, the weight that he's at, he's also eating like shit off camera.
Convinced that everybody hates him.
And I'm here filming for people who hate me. Wow, my life is so cool.
Making the video's main point all the more obvious. He desperately
I've always thought Nikocado Avocado was an entertaining guy. I really think he should vlog.
Needs to try something new.
Just do that.
It's like a dead relationship. You're clinging to something dead. Stop living in the past.
All right, that was a W vid. Matthew for the 4. I already read that. Hold up. Chat. I need to take a piss, and all of my editors fucking messaged me. Hold up. Brady's actively, and perhaps one setting if willing. Brother, I'm not changing my mic settings right now. Cloak saying, need another VOD. Brother! Brother! All right. Matthew for the 3. I turned on the setting, Brady. I gotta piss. Oh. Count me down 30 seconds. We're back. Next video. Next video. The most harmful drug you could get at Walmart.
Galaxy gas is rotting the minds of a generation. Not too loud.
God.
They are selling micro lobotomies at Walmart. Galaxy gas is popping up all over America. Your cousin has a canister. Lil T has a canister, obviously. Kanye West is begging.
They should really ban that shit. Like, just because the restrictions on it are so low because, well, the problem is nitrous oxide is used in a lot of food products, and the purpose of Galaxy gas, if I'm correct, is for cooking, like baking and things of those sorts, or coffee or certain niche drinks where it's not bad for you because it's just getting input into the food rather than inhaled. But then people go out and buy it and huff it and then go, and then have a fucking brain aneurysm and die. Or suffocate, literally asphyxiate their brain, and their brain cells explode. Or the brain cells explode. Some of the sub.
Begging for a canister. As bad as Jason.
Do you do whippets? No, I've never done whippets. It's for whipped cream. Well, that's not the only thing it's for. Galaxy Gas also is just the new brand. NOS is not, nitrous oxide is not a new product. Your parents probably did Whippets. Whippets are something that have been around for fucking 60 years. People have been doing Whippets since before you can fucking remember, right? Since before you've been alive.
Nash begs for galaxies on TikTok Live. That did not last as long as I wanted it to last. Who cares? Art is already taking a hit because of Galaxy
Dude, is that whipped cream? That shit looks terrible.
Gas. Vultures 2 is a result of Galaxy Gas. Galaxy Gas sells flavored nitrous oxide, which is rarely used as an ingredient to make whipped cream. The canisters are called chargers, and they're the reason the cream...
I saw a YouTube, or not a YouTube video, I saw a TikTok that I wanted to react to of like the creators of Galaxy Gas explaining what the Galaxy Gas is used for and like promoting it. And they're like, look at all these flavors, bro. If it's used for cooking, why are we making it look like a flavored vape? Why are we making this look appealing to idiots? Just like I just don't I don't understand the marketing, like, because the majority of the money they're making are from people that are huffing it, if we're being real. I don't know the sales stats on Galaxy Gas, but I would assume the fucking majority, like 90% of their sales, are from people buying it and then walking out of the store and going and fucking inhaling that. No one's making a grape-flavored cake or whipped cream with fucking Galaxy Gas.
Canisters are called chargers, and they're the reason...
Trippy Whippy? Yeah, dude. Yeah, like, I don't understand. No, that... Does it say Tippy? Trippy Whip. Yeah, why is that there?
Called chargers, and they're the reason the cream gets whipped. All Galaxy Gas advertises itself as is the most pure whipped cream charger. Now, this is such an overt misdirection that anyone with eyes can see what they're going for here. But that's what they had to do to trick Walmart and Costco.
I don't know if they're able to do it, but... see, this is the problem, because I was going to say you should just make it taste like shit. You know how, like, to prevent kids from eating Tide Pods, they cover them in stuff that tastes disgusting? They should just do the same thing, but with Galaxy Gas or, like, nitrous oxide, but then it would make whatever you use it for taste like shit, is the problem. So they can't do that. They should just stop selling it at Walmart. Because who the fuck needs to go to a Walmart and buy a fucking massive tube of Galaxy Gas?
Go into becoming the nationwide plug for nitrous oxide. I'm going to get this out of the way.
Do you have to be a certain age to buy Galaxy Gas?
The old method of...
Probably 18, because that's what like certain spray paint and shit is.
Whip It was advertised as the same thing and came in these little one-time use metal canisters. They didn't have any advertising or branding on them outside of the box. They were the same thing essentially. Difference is they were not advertising to teens using bright colors and tropical flavors. Whip Its also come in really tiny containers compared to this. Look at how big these things are. 3 liters of pure gas. This man is sitting on a throne of dead brains.
Yeah, like this guy's selling me Galaxy Gas for cooking, wearing unlaced J's and or those Dunks. I can't tell. Unlaced fucking Nike shoes, sitting on a throne of Galaxy Gas, and he's a baker. You know, he loves selling things for cakes.
Sells. Who is making that much whipped cream? And it's flavored? Have you ever had...
Those are Jordan 4s.
Tropical Punch flavored whipped cream. I am someone who fancies themselves as a sweet drink connoisseur, and none of the $7 drinks that I've ever gotten have had flavor.
Do they have a Galaxy Gas ad? I want to see if I could find one. Oh, this is how to make a nitro cold brew. Pour coffee into Galaxy Gas dispenser. Oh yeah, let me just buy a gas tank and pressure regulator. Oh, I want to make some I want to make some mango flavored coffee. Oh, let me just hook up one of these things. What the fuck? Turn the pressure nozzle. Yep, give it a little shake. And then spray out my dispense over ice. Oh, yeah, people are definitely doing that every day they wake up.
Whipped cream. I've never even heard of flavored whipped cream before this. And this stuff is expensive too. $100 for a canister. And an extra $40 if you want the...
It's $100 a can.
Special little dispenser device.
Would you like some of this on your that?
I guess it helps for a smoother nitrous deep throat. These fiends are loaded. They need their flavored air. I'm asking every nitrous oxide fiend to respond to this video with a money spread. Because you guys have got to be loaded to be going through multiple $100 canisters a week. Have you seen those TikToks? They are accessorizing those things like Stanley Cups back in the day. Back in the day, what, 3 months ago? Maybe I'm the problem. Brain rot has gotten to me. I'm ready for the Starbucks hot pink refillable nitrous canister, $79.99. Do you see the way these people freak out? Have you seen the way these people...
The thing is, I know it's very popular. Have you guys ever seen somebody do Galaxy Gas in person? I've seen people do balloons full of nitrous oxide. Like, that's what I've seen. When I'm at a party or something and somebody will have, like, a thing, or at sporting events, they'll have, like, balloons of them that people will huff. But I've never seen somebody actually just whip out a Galaxy Gas thing and just go and just huff it. At school? You've seen people do it at school?
Freak out if someone just lets the stuff go without putting it in their mouth.
I lied. I'm not doing that shit. Oh, no. Hell.
I mean, the stuff, it's like as valuable as gold. They start screaming. Jesus Christ. We are so done. I don't think asking how on earth did we get here.
I've done that last week at a frat party. Yo, Tentacos, you know that could actually just, like, kill you. I mean, like, everything can kill you. Like, yeah, alcohol, caffeine, fucking saturated fats. But, like, you could just, like, genuinely just die from using nitrous oxide. Like, you're just suffocating your brain.
Here's the right question, because we've been here. Nitrous oxide has been in those whipped cream cans for a long time. And
breathing can kill you. Yeah, nitrous oxide can explode your brain cells. That's the difference.
People have been abusing them for a long time as well.
Aren't you a weed doer? Yeah, but weed is generally more safe than nitrous oxide. I would say in almost every account. Should have told me that before I hit a whipped cream can like a whip it.
But before the pure gas technology, you had to get through the cream, as I did at the beginning of this video, to get to the true gold that is the gas inside. Oh my god. I think I released all the gas too. Ugh, I'm gonna be so sticky after this. And now they sell the nitrous oxide chargers in Costco. No cream required, you can get high right away. The classic capitalist dream of taking a 3-click action and selling a 1-click solution. I'm cooking here, but I don't really know what. If you get what I'm saying, comment, I hate you, gag nutties. And then subscribe to my channel. Nitrous oxide gets you high by starving your brain of oxygen and giving you a drowsy, floaty feeling. The drowsy, floating feeling you get is supplemented by killing your brain cells.
I'm just like, at this point, why not just get high? You know, I always say whenever I get high, don't use weed unless it's legal in your state and you're of age to do it. But, like, why are we opting for nitrous oxide? Like, at this point, just eat an edible or some shit. Like, what the fuck? We're going to a store and buying shit made for whipped cream and just inhaling that just so you're basically suffocating your brain.
Makes you feel good by removing IQ points.
It was fun though, bro. It can't be worth it.
Top of it being a very addictive substance. It doesn't even make me feel sad for the people I see using it. It is the...
Yo, I'm being like so real. On a personal level, I would more likely do cocaine than nitrous oxide. Like, I would never do either of them, mainly because I think I would like cocaine. But on a convincing Joe Bart level, I think it would be easier to convince me to do coke than nitrous oxide. Like, genuinely. I think you would more easily be like, hey, take a bump. And I'd go, rather than do that. Either way, not doing either of them. But I'm just saying, if I were
Dumbest thing you can do to your body. All I can do is laugh at you. You all are pathetic. I hate it, man. Watching all these people on my For You.
Coke is much worse. Do you think there's a comparative? Which is worse for you? Cocaine or nitrous oxide? Dude, there's an article for the UK from a year ago. Is this like a new problem in the US but an old problem in the UK? Nitrous oxide is the most widely used drug by young people in the UK. Really? Users grappling with the allure say the drug hits like crack cocaine, leaving families and communities in throes of addiction and health problems. Wow. It says nothing about cocaine, though. They're both bad for you. Why are we arguing about this? Danam for the 1,000, but he's basically for the sub fluffies for the 3. You can get the Galaxy gas site. You get reward points to redeem it for more gas. I'm broke for the sub, Huck for the 3. You said you didn't see my dono. Sky for the sub, the big Unk for the 3. I've done nitrous oxide before this. For chat, please don't do it. Stick to smoking weed. That's what I'm doing. Nerd for the sub, Huck for the 3. Been watching the VOD channel for forever. This is the first time watching the stream. I want to say you're a very helpful person to so many people. You're my favorite streamer and YouTuber. Thank you, Joey. Well, thank you for the nice message. Salma for the 7, Matthew for the 4.
For You page. Frying their minds, it hurts me. Like I'm being negatively impacted by watching them do something stupid. I think I just discovered empathy. Before Galaxy Gas, there was the Whip It. Turns out I actually have a lot of these things from my first YouTube video where I made a blood squib. My first YouTube video on this channel. Good to know, I guess. No one really knows who
He did whippets on his first YouTube channel.
decided to package these two things together, but it's between 3 different people. But who cares about that stupid feud? I believe Charles Getz did it first. He's responsible for all of this. Relax. You can stand to learn something today. Charles Getz was in his Illinois lab when he figured out you can aerate whipped cream super fast with carbon dioxide. But it made the stuff taste awful. So instead, he put nitrous oxide in the can and it ended up tasting good. And so nearly 100 years later, Little T becomes Little T Man, and millions of people are frying their brains with blueberry-flavored death gas. Now, the anti-cigarette company Truth was around whenever I was in school. They had that commercial.
Bro, I remember seeing those all over the place where it's like, say no to vaping. And then they drop it in the thing. They always just make it too cringy. You got to make like an honest ad against vapes rather than being like, vaping's bad. Vaping's bad for you. Make it like something more, I don't know, real. Magma for the 3. If you had to choose between smoking weed 7 times a week for the rest of your life or doing coke once a week for the rest of your life, probably weed.
Well, the skin peeling off the average cigarette smoker. Hot. They played these all the time and they never worked. You'd see people in the Facebook comment sections of these videos talking about them Truth commercials infuriated them so.
Is vaping worse or cigarettes? Cigarettes. Vaping's better for you than cigarettes, but they're both still bad. You're inhaling random chemicals. It's the same thing with like dab carts.
So bad they want to suck down a funny stick more. You can't scare kids out of using drugs with a bunch of out-of-touch
Fun fact though, weed also has some higher percentages of carcinogens than cigarettes. I forget which ones. Benzodiazepine or some shit like that. Oh no, that's a depressant. Not benzodiazepine. What the fuck am I saying? Weed carcinogens. Benzopyrene is the main one. In weed and cigarettes.
Commercials. I have never smoked, but Truth is definitely not the reason.
I don't know if this
why. But in 7th grade health class, one example of this worked so well on me, I remember it to this day. And that was a movie where they documented the stages of whippet addiction and its effect on your body throughout your life. As this documentary goes on, you follow this lady around who is addicted to nitrous oxide. And she gets stupider and stupider as she huffs on these cans and kills herself. The crazy part is that they did nothing to stop her. It was like a TLC show. They did not have her best interest in mind when making that thing. She died mid-documentary from a bad huff. Absolutely insane. I never wanted to.
They recorded her dying?
End up like that woman. And I was never offered a whippet in my youth, but if I was, I would have said, no, I'm a good boy. I don't know what it is about mango smoothie flavoring, but whatever you put that stuff in, it makes every teenager want a piece. And no one seems to care. The Galaxy Gas trend is at most like 2 months old, and we are already seeing negative side effects of the users here. Vultures 2. Lil T-Man. Where are these gas heads going to be in a year? We are going to have vegetabilized zombies walking around the streets soon. Vapes?
I do wonder if they did tests on that, like how much it lowers your IQ.
Or whatever. But this is the real stuff right here. There is nothing good about this. Mango smoothie flavor and its consequences. Some of you are probably watching this thinking, mango smoothie flavor? They got sorbet? Oh my god. You had me at hello. How do I get a Costco membership? You know, Reddit also has a take about this, along with many communities where they act all high and mighty about huffing nitrous oxide. They sit inside all day with their super rare medical grade tanks and roasting people huffing gas straight out of the...
Dude, this is, like, you gotta be... Dude, this motherfucker's posting this shit like it's a bong review. Dude, I'm like, why not just get a hookah vape and, like, do nicotine or some shit? Like, this is just... Homemade 8-liter whipped cream dispenser, 24 N2O chargers, capacity with pressure gauge and flow regulator. 388 upvotes.
And roasting people huffing gas straight out of the Galaxy Gas canister. What are we doing here? And they seem to believe that using a balloon to inhale negates the negative effects of nitrous oxide. Instead of going canister to mouth, they go canister to balloon to mouth. You know how I know this is false? No accounts active in these communities are over 3 years old. That's probably how long it takes to forget what a keyboard is and start gnawing on the pavement for nutrients. God, I hate these people. They are insane and have completely reinvigorated my hatred of Reddit. There needs to be a way to get this regulated, or at least not let companies add flavoring to these charges. The flavoring should come after the cream is made. Hot take. Hot take. They gotta regulate this stuff like they did with vapes back in the day. That's what I think.
Yeah, why are you flavoring the nitrous oxide? Why not just flavor the thing? Why not just keep nitrous oxide as nitrous oxide? And then flavor comes after, right? Because when you flavor things, it also falsely makes people think they're safer for you. Because the majority of people that are doing whippets or nitrous oxide probably also aren't thinking about, like, hey, I might die from this. Because they're like, oh, it's like flavored air, right? That's what they're thinking. It's kind of like just like hitting a vape, but it's like nowhere near the same.
I am all for it. Mango smoothie flavoring is the downfall of America. Point is, if you see someone pull up with a 3-liter canister of original flavored Galaxy Gas, laugh them out of the function because blue raspberry is clearly better. I'm gonna go get my 50...
Dude, that'd be hilarious if somebody pulled up with a Galaxy Gas to like a party and you just football spiked the shit out of it on the ground. It just explodes. And now it's just $100 down the drain. They get mad as fuck. They swing at you, but since they're so high on nitrous oxide, they just full whiff. It's like a slow-mo punch, like, and then they face plant on the ground. You just hit that. You just football smite.
Pack of nitrous oxide and just start huffing them things down. I am turning this channel into being my slow descent into becoming a Galaxy Gas Cro-Magnon grug. Thank you for watching my video.
Your lava lamp's dying. It's not dying, it's heating up. It's warming up. Not a raccoon for the 3. My mom smokes a ton of weed and cigarettes. That's not good. I don't know for the sub. Magma for the 3.
I am not going to be able to feel my toes.
Bro, your socks are dirty. I enjoyed that video, though. Gag Nutties. Goated creator. First video of his I've seen. This TikTok money glitch ruined their lives. Oh, God, another fucking TikTok thing. I already know. I haven't seen this video, but I know it's about the Chase Bank glitch. Where people were withdrawing tens of thousands of dollars thinking it was like a GTA free money tutorial. When in reality, they were signing up for, like, high-interest loans that they can't pay back.
Why would anyone ever see a TikTok money glitch and run straight to the bank?
No, I said it's heavy. It is lined up. No, this is elephant. No.
I might not be able to get in before they close. Yo, this TikTok money glitch really be making people rave, though, for real. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Everybody's trying to take out a loan today. Like the employees at Chase Bank wouldn't be watching them going, why is everybody withdrawing $10,000 in fucking cash and leaving?
It's safe to say this TikTok money glitch just ruined so many people's lives, as for some reason people think it's a good idea to try a TikTok money glitch. Now you may be asking, what is this glitch? Well, the short version is, it's check fraud. And if you are dumb enough to actually do this, you will be—
I used to talk to a girl that did that. I used to talk to a girl. Well, she was also addicted to pills and shit. This was way back. But she used to, she told me she used to get a check, and she would scan the check and get the money from it, and then immediately go to the bank and cash it. And so she would get twice of what it was. And she was like, yeah, I've done it like 5 times, and they haven't said anything. I'm like, okay. Your lore's nuts. Yeah, she got pulled over with an unregistered gun in a school zone. That was after I stopped talking to her, though. Yeah, I haven't spoken to her in a while. She was nice, but I hope the best for her. She was nice. She didn't wrong me, but yeah.
be financially ruined and likely go to jail for this, but there are a handful of scams going on currently. The main money glitch—
Has Brooke done that? No, Brooke has not done that.
People are talking about is there's apparently some glitch in the Chase banking app where you can deposit a large check.
I just came in. Did you break up with Brooke? Are you fucking stupid? No. I said somebody I used to talk to. This was when I was 18. This was 4 years ago. I started dating Brooke in October of 2021. This was like 2020.
That is bad, and then you have a short time limit to actually withdraw the money in cash from the ATM before the check is—
I gotta rewind.
Chase banking app where you can deposit a large check that is bad, and then you have a short time limit to actually withdraw the money in cash from the ATM before the check is cleared. And I guess
Oh, so they were inputting fake checks and then just insta withdrawing the money, thinking that it would zero their account and not put them in the negative.
Absolute idiots. They're doing this on their own accounts. And then you have other people who are naive enough and didn't know better to let scammers do this to their accounts. But clearly the bank started to crack down on this and ended up freezing all the accounts involved with these shady transactions. As here you have a Chase customer getting their accounts frozen while trying to do the money glitch.
I know it. I told you. Bro,
that's like 30 grand that he's trying to withdraw.
Come on, ATM, bro.
40K? You thought an ATM would just dispense you $40,000?
I knew not to fuck with Chase.
I knew not to fuck with Chase. The money glitch didn't work on Chase Bank? Oh my God, what a shitty fucking bank, dude. Protecting their assets? Oh my fuck, dude.
In 2024, people are just posting videos angry because Chase Bank won't let them steal money.
I knew I didn't fuck with Chase.
From them. Honestly, this whole clip just gives off the energy.
Somebody redeemed Flex. Fluffiest for the 3. Hundreds of people doing obvious check/wire fraud is the sign of a very healthy economy. Not a raccoon for the 3. Mom Swix. I already read that.
Energy of this viral clip.
Hi, sir. I'm here to pick up your daughter.
Absolutely not.
Chase Bank won't let me overdraft my account by 10 grand because that's what ended up happening when the checks finally cleared and they had already taken out the—
Yo, I'm pretty sure I had this mat to play with toy cars when I was a kid. The one that he has in the background.
Cash.
What is my life? What is my life? Why do I have 11,000 missing from my bank account? Is this like humorous to you guys? Like, is it a kiki ha 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 moment for y'all, bro? I work very hard for my money.
Bro, but why did you try to do the glitch? Will and your boy for the sub.
Tell me why I checked my bank account after I hear about this Chevy Chase whatever. I'm missing 11,000 from my Chase account.
Oh, did somebody do it to him?
I don't know whether to feel sad or to feel mad, bro. I'm in shock right now, bro. I have goosebumps like all over my body. Like I don't know what to feel, bro. Is this how a crash out starts? Like I dead want to drive my car through a guy.
If somebody did it to him, he should be able to call the bank and get somebody to help him out.
At McDonald's and say it all, bro. This is like 11,000 from. Bro, why would is this funny? This is not cute, bro. This is not demure, bro. What is this, bro? Dead ass.
Demure has been a popular word for like 1 month, and I'm already over it. Is committing.
I was over it the fucking first time I heard the word. Fuck out of here, a month. The first time I heard somebody say the word demure. Very demure. Over it. Not even, I was never on it. Like, I was over it the second it started. Like, it was, I couldn't be over it because I was never on it. I just never liked it. What does demure mean? Classy. Very demure. Very demure. Very demure. And the way people say it, fuck! Brooke will say it sometimes. She'll be like, are you demure? I'll go, stop it. Stop it. Stop. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's cringy.
Check fraud at Chase.
Very demure. Very demure.
Bank.
Very mindful.
Brat or demure?
Of course, Brooke would say it. Well, Brooke, I think in part does it because she knows it annoys me too. Like, she'll just be like, very demure. I'll be like, stop. Like, I think she'll just do it on purpose.
Let me know in the comments down below. I feel like that's the new flavor of brain rot content that's currently circulating on Instagram. Because the other day, I pulled an Instagram reel that said something around the lines of, is Sonic the Hedgehog demure or brat? And at that point, I just turned off the whole phone. But I noticed that this dude has the exact same screenshot of his bank account as the other dude.
Bro, what?
So was this guy faking his account being overdrafted for views? Bro, I never fuck with Chase Bank, bro. I knew never to fuck with Chase Bank. But that's not even your bank account.
Man, I know I shouldn't listen to the man. What the bro told me tap in, bro. Bro said he got the job a day before the shit happened. Bro was like, yo, 50 tap in. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm like, I bet this is my only bro, my only more account, bro, and they gonna whack this.
Somebody redeem Juggle Machine after this video. Random for the sub. Dat Boy for the sub. Kiwi for the raid. Will and your boy for the sub.
Bro. All right. So, man, what y'all need to do, man, y'all follow me or make this go viral, man. This Chase glitch.
Yo, dude, oh my god, my overdrafted account. Y'all remember to follow and go check out the link in bio. Go follow me on all the socials and check out the new YouTube video. Also, I got merch cooking up all the way saying fuck Chase Bank if you want to check it out. Everybody go buy it. $30 tees. They're Gildan shirts. They're worth about $2. $35, though, for a Gildan.
Don't do this, man. Y'all don't do this. Y'all save y'all account and get y'all money. Otherwise, man, this bow. Don't do it. Here.
What the fuck? This shit's a bow. Don't do it. What does that mean?
Hear ye. I'm out.
So
he said, hear ye, hear ye. Oh my god. Brother made an announcement.
Of them might be real, or we're just seeing multiple people just LARPing as self-inflicted victims. And then you had this guy with an alleged negative 40 grand balance.
Man,
They really told me to tap in. Next day I was supposed to clear and look at my account, yo.
Did he get 30? I don't understand, though. When he does the glitch, is he getting 31K in cash? Or what? Like, is the money going to a different account? Where's he getting this money from?
Bro, what the...
This one seems the fakest out of all of them, because who just records themselves, like, just wiping their face aggressively? Like, it seems try hard. There's a lot of actual people that this happened to, but from what I'm seeing, there was so many videos of these people promoting it, and they're all getting wiped. Unfortunately, before I could download them all. So these super viral videos of these people being really upset with massive negative balances, I'm guessing they're fake, but I did find some videos that didn't go super viral. So I wouldn't be surprised that these super viral videos that are still up are probably fake, because, I mean, who wants to snitch on themselves like that? Unfortunately, a lot of people, as we've actually covered on this channel here before. But hey, I mean, at least there's a little bit of hope on TikTok.
Y'all, I want to hit that Chase play so bad right now, bro. I'm seeing people, my close friends, going up 20, 30K, running it up on Chase. I see somebody just hit 90K on Twitter, but I just know if I hit that play, God gonna use me to be the example. I just know he is, so let me just go ahead and praise him.
But then there's just...
I just don't understand people thinking that your bank won't come after the money they're owed. Like, banks will murder you for a fucking dollar. And yeah, maybe the glitch worked initially, but the second they realize the glitch happened, they're going to go back in the system and see how checks were cleared that were false, and then just charge you. So maybe, yeah, you're not going to lose the money. You would have to just give it back. But more than likely, they're going to put you in some sort of negative that's going to charge you a fee, or you've already spent the money that you withdrew, and then that's just a shit show. Katsu and Boundless for the sub. Random for the sub.
So many others that just...
Your hair looks different? I got a haircut.
Rip away what little hope I have.
That had to be like fucking 10K in cash, bro. That was a wad. Oh my god. Is he money spreading right outside of the bank?
I can only hope that's a skit. What's the upside of posting that video?
Bro, like, what you do, bro? Like...
All right, well, that's clearly fake. Is that like $900,000?
You said everything was a go, bro. Like,
bro, I think that's $999 million.
You know how much trouble you got me? Look, like they calling me right now, bro.
Okay.
He fake clears a check that's worth the valuation of Chase Bank. Their whole bank just fucking collapses.
Hey, hold up. Okay, so this guy has a fake screenshot of a negative $99 billion balance. Let's go. But speaking of snitching on yourselves, I found these two posts, which seem a little bit more real. As you see with both of these.
Bro, 655K though. Now, next day, date available amount 100, next day 80K, 655K.
Both of these screenshots, day one, $100, day two.
Joe, are you going to respond to the Dr. Disrespect situation? The one from way back, or the fact that he just went live today? I don't really know what to say about him going live. I'm live while he was live. I did tune into his stream before I went live, and he was doing a Wordle, and he was just going, for like 20 seconds, and then I clicked off. Katsu for the sub.
A whole lot more, but still, I'm trying to figure.
He's just going, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is happening?
Out why would anyone document themselves doing this? It doesn't make sense. The upside is what? Attention and clout. The downside is fraud charges. Like, hello? But hey, I mean, I guess quick money, no matter the consequences, is attractive to some people. But people also have to remember, there is no such thing as free money, especially if it's a viral trend called the TikTok chase money glitch. That just sounds like a great way to get arrested. But then you have videos like this.
Twins, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even supposed to condone this type of behavior due to the direction that I'm trying to project my life in. But that Chase bait play looking too sweet right now, twins. No cap. If I could just hit one Chase bait play, I could buy so many shabigs. Like, twins is hitting for 30, 40 balls, 50 balls. Like, you know how many shabigs that can get me?
Thankfully, this guy was only talking about it, even
Oh my God, but did he actually think that, like, you could just get 50 grand from Chase Bank and then, like, that Chase Bank would just eat the fees? Dude, it's just, like, it's so brain rot, it's insane. To just go, yeah, I'm gonna go rip 10K out of an ATM from Chase, or I'm gonna go clear a check and have 80K in my bank and then withdraw it in money, and they're just not gonna know.
even though he was tempted, but his comments are just filled with people either claiming they've done this glitch or fishing for victims to try to like trick them into essentially scamming them. If you got Chase, let me know. Someone PMO. If you got Chase, let me know. How do you withdraw it all at once? PMO. Who got Chase? Let me know.
Do you think anybody went to Chase and opened a bank account for the sole purpose of doing this?
I got Chase. Oh no, that's bad news. I saw a lot of people were calling this kiting, but apparently this money glitch.
Just opened a Chase bank account, did the glitch, and it says I'm negative $250,000. Anybody know how to fucking solve this?
Glitch is.
I got a sick ass Lamborghini Huracan though.
And kiting is apparently when you open multiple bank accounts and you send various amounts of money to each bank account, and they essentially just keep paying each other off, and you're essentially just, I guess, exploiting the latency of the banking system. As the first account, you deposit 100, you send the second account $200, then you send the third account $300, then the third account sends the fourth account $400, and the fourth account sends.
And then the next day you have a 210 credit score. And then the next day you have a 210 credit score. And Walmart won't lend you $1. And you won't be able, you could have the money to buy the car and they won't give it to you.
The 400 back to the first account. And then suddenly you have some money left over, and then like 3 overdrafted accounts.
What's PMO mean? Put me on. Katsu for this
counts. But the crazy thing about, I guess, like advanced scams is it takes so much effort that you might as well just make money legally, because then you don't have the downside and it's almost the same amount of effort. But the people who are trying to scam others in the comments here, I'm assuming is like some sort of advanced fee scam. And then you have this whole other scam going on in the midst of this, where if you access Chase ATMs with contactless, apparently the ATM doesn't close out from your account when you would.
This is the one that I heard of.
Draw your cash. You have to click that you're finished on the pad, and apparently it's different from when you insert the card, because when you insert the card, once you take the card out, you don't have access. When you do the contactless, you technically still have access because it's just a beep. So now you have people putting glue in the slots to where people insert their cards, so they have to use the contactless, and then they just walk after them and bank on the fact that they don't close out their bank account before they leave the ATM. And then they withdraw their own money from that person's account. The world of scamming is just an all-around terrible place. But there's definitely some funny things coming.
I feel like even in that situation, you would be able to get your money back because the ATM would record the person that just ripped $500 out of your fucking account, and you could just find them.
From this. So here I have a tweet saying, like, yesterday, a glitch in Chase Bank's system allowed people to withdraw funds they weren't entitled to, prompting the bank to place a 7-day hold on the affected accounts. As a consequence, Chase accounts holders who participated in this glitch are now dealing with massive negative balances, as well as 7-day hold on their accounts. And then they post this video, which has to be a skit.
Kick the Chevs, kick the Chevs. We having a Chevy party later. Bring all the Chevy honors out. I don't even like posting my accomplishments in life.
Pull up to the party. We got all the Chase Bank glitch money. This shit's on me. Actually, it's on Chase. Pull up though, for real.
For all that they ain't want to give me they Chev, either you up 100,000. Everybody gonna eat tonight. Blue hundreds, blue cards.
Like, this is clearly a parody of the people doing the money glitch. Motion picture money right there. I was wondering if Chase responded to all this. So we have a New York Post article that says TikTokers are trying to exploit a Chase Bank glitch and discovering it comes at a huge cost. Experts say glitch videos look an awful lot like check fraud, one of the oldest scams in the book. Videos urging customers at the bank to take advantage of a glitch.
Check fraud isn't a new thing. Like, that's been around, and motherfuckers like, yo, this new hot glitch that's out.
Glitch quickly.
Have you ever heard of a pump and dump? Bro, we gotta hype up this new cryptocurrency. It's literally called shitcoin.
Took off online, prompting people to deposit fake checks for large sums of money. But Chase quickly fixed the bug and is clawing back any money doled out to people who didn't deserve it. A spokesperson for Chase Bank told the Post consumers should be skeptical if something seems too good to be true. It likely is. We're aware of this incident and it has been addressed. Regardless of what you see online, depositing a fraudulent check and withdrawing.
Yo, if I'm the owner of Chase Bank, I'ma just get them to give me my money back, and then I'm gonna just freeze their account for like a month and a half. I'm gonna just fucking just freeze, just full on. Like, I'm not gonna like penalize them and be like, you just return the money that you took, but I just be like, yep, frozen. Just give me the money back. I mean, that's probably what's gonna end up happening for most of the people.
The funds from your account is fraud.
What if they don't have the money? Well, then they're gonna be in fucking debt.
Plain and simple, the spokesperson added. But I mean, hey, at least
because it's like the same thing as just overdrafting your account. Now you owe Chase Bank $10K and you're getting interest on that. That's compounding.
We're getting some pretty entertaining skits out of all this.
What's your time say?
You got Chase? You got Chase?
That's a skit, right? That's a skit. But I mean, hey, at least no one here rammed a police officer with their wheelchair and lied about it on national TV.
Wheelchair YouTuber facing 10 years in prison. We'll watch that another day. I can't watch that today, though. We have a million other videos we gotta watch. I like this guy. Atazi. I don't know how to say his name. Armless for the Third, but Ethan Xander for the sub. Next video. We have a shitload more left. I still have to piss, though, chat. So count me down 30 seconds, and then we'll do the jiggle machine. I know we gotta do the jiggle machine. Hold up. We're back. Joe Bart's for the sub, Armless for the 3, Xander for the sub. Your legs are massive. Thank you. All right. Next video. The ape that the San Diego Zoo couldn't contain. A new Giuseppe video just dropped. Lock in. Dark for the sub.
Welcome to a behind-the-scenes VIP visit to the world's most famous zoo, the San Diego Zoo.
Oh my God, should I go to the San Diego Zoo when I go to TwitchCon? I could.
Ah, the San Diego Zoo, the world-famous wildlife haven bursting with vibrant life. Nestled in the Balboa Park, this sprawling 100-acre zoo is home to thousands of rare and endangered creatures from across the globe.
What the fuck was that?
100-acre zoo is home to thousands of rare and endangered
Why his toes look like that? Is that a sun bear?
Creatures from across the globe. Pulling in millions of visitors every year, each exhibit offers an up-close glimpse into the wonders of the animal kingdom. With its lush tropical landscapes and immersive habitats, the San Diego Zoo really is a full-on adventure. Well, on the 13th of February, 1971, San Diego Zoo welcomed a new addition. An orangutan was born. The son of the zoo's Maggie.
I love orangutans. If I could be any animal other than a human, it would be an orangutan. That or a Greenland shark.
And Bob, it was decided he would be named Ken Allen, after the two zookeepers that would go on to care for him in his early years. Ken,
because there's Greenland sharks that are still alive that were alive during the fucking Civil War. There's Greenland sharks that were alive in the fucking 1600s. Why Greenland shark? Because they're the longest living animals.
Willingham and Ben Allen. And this ape's time at San Diego Zoo would go on to be nothing shy of remarkable. So, after his birth, young Ken Allen didn't have the greatest start in life. It appeared that his mother was sadly failing to properly care for him, nearly accidentally smothering him. So, the team at San Diego Zoo felt it was best for Ken's safety to separate him from his mother and place him in his own cage. Well, as a young adolescent, Ken seemed to quickly acclimatise to his enclosure and loved the company of his zookeepers and other humans alike. A very sociable, intelligent young ape. And like all young playful apes, Ken was quite the troublemaker. But it was at nightfall when Ken would really shoot into action. One night, as the San Diego Zoo closed its doors and Ken's keepers were heading home after a long day's work, it seemed that Ken didn't particularly like the idea of being left confined to his small metal prison. Well, Ken had learned to unscrew the bolts of his cage to free himself, and once out, he'd just roam around his nursery. So the next morning, as staff arrived,
he learned how to fucking unscrew the bolts in his cage? With what, his fucking hands?
Right, there they found Ken, playing with his toys, as his cage sat dismantled behind him. Assuming there'd just been some sort of structural error with the cage framework, the zookeeper simply put it back together again, and as night drew in, they led Ken back into the newly assembled cage. Well, Ken had made a note of this. So that night, as their shifts ended and the zookeepers left, once again, Ken started to unscrew the bolts of his cage and simply messed about.
Why wouldn't they just leave him in the enclosure to begin with? They have to put him in a cage when he goes to bed?
He loved the freedom, but this time was different. Ken had learned that the morning was when the zookeepers would start their shifts and return, and he wasn't.
No fucking way! Does he get back in the cage? How would they even know that he left then? Like, how did they know that he did this?
Going to be caught out again. So after yet another night of freedom, as the sunlight slowly crept in through the window of his nursery, this time around, Ken climbed back into his cage and started re-securing the bolts as if nothing had happened. This way.
Wow.
When the keepers entered the nursery that morning, there they saw Ken, sat well behaved in his cage, as if he'd been there the entire night. Well, Ken's master plan would go on for a few nights. He would unscrew the cage, play in the nursery, return to the cage, and then reassemble it. Everything was going...
Then when the fuck would he sleep?
Swimmingly. But there was one small thing.
He's smarter than most kids. I'm pretty sure orangutans are supposed to be the smartest ape. Because they know how to use tools. People don't realize how smart orangutans are. Or apes are. Dude, they know how to like, hunt and pretend... Not hunt, because they mainly eat fruit. But they know how to, like, protect themselves with, like, weaponry. and like fish and shit. I'm pretty sure there's like videos of orangutans like using spears and stuff like that, like the Stone Age. Like orangutans are entering the Stone Age.
That Ken didn't account for. Eventually, the zookeeper started to notice that when they'd return in the morning, whilst Ken was sat content in his cage, his toys weren't in the places that the staff had left them the night before. So,
no way the staff were like, this motherfucker's escaping.
With a hunch, that night, the keepers said their goodbyes to Ken and they pretended to leave. But rather than heading home, they sat quietly outside of Ken's nursery and waited. And after a while, as they expected, they started to hear noises. So they abruptly burst through the door, and there they saw Ken, cage dismantled, playing.
Yo, that motherfucker probably was like, you know when you catch your dog like about to do something mischievous, or you find your dog that just shit on the floor, or like ripped up like a tissues or part of a couch or something, and they're like just like staring at you
with his toys. So the jig was up. Ken was placed into a new, much sturdier cage, and that put a stop to his late night antics once and for all. But trust me when I say, this was merely the beginning. When it came to Ken Allen, things for San Diego Zoo would get far, far worse.
Oh my god, is he like plotting prison escapes? Ad time. Sorry.
Detail vehicle, first competitor. Destroyer of join a world of breath. Next up, let's favorite part. Of course, 6 months available for a living off to the public. Forward a few years, and the zookeepers felt it was fine. Back to the video. So skip forward a few years, and the zookeepers felt it was finally time for Ken to be shown off to the public. And he was placed into the Heart of the Zoo exhibit that had opened just 3 years prior. But when Ken first moved in, he wasted no time in turning his hand to mischief. When a film crew turned up to document the gorilla enclosure next door, Ken decided it'd be a good—
He just started throwing his shit at him. He just started pooping in his fucking hands and just chucking it at the fucking cameras all over the fucking people that were watching.
Idea to hurl rocks at them, and then when he ran out—
Oh, that's even worse. Oh my god.
Of rocks, he used his own shit. And keepers would also report seeing Ken fashioning branches into DIY—
I'd rather get a rock thrown at me than poop.
By ladders that he would then thump into the ground with his own fist, climb up to the top, and then climb all the way back down. Now it's important to note that Ken wasn't alone in this enclosure. Keepers decided that maybe it was best that he had some company this time around, so they placed him in an enclosure with a bunch of other orangutans. So there was a number of female orangutans, Ken, and one other male named Otis. Now if you know the first thing about the animal kingdom, 2 males and a bunch of females doesn't usually end too well. To put it bluntly, Ken grew to despise Otis. I'm talking cold-blooded hatred, resulting in numerous feuds. So the zookeeper's idea of giving Ken some company had seemingly backfired. So they cut their losses and moved Ken into his own enclosure. So there he was, alone.
They made that motherfucker alone?
Once again. Now let's have a think, shall we? Last time Ken was alone, what did he—
They should have moved the weaker one.
do? That's right, baby. He started planning his next escape. So on the 13th of June, 1985, a 14-year-old Ken Allen managed to climb up the wall of his enclosure and got out.
How long do orangutans live? $35 to $40? They could live into their late 50s in captivity. Wow.
Now what exactly did Ken do after his valiant escape? Well, he very confidently just strolled around the zoo amongst visitors, minding his own business, observing the other animals.
Oh, during the day?
Oh, look at the elephant. Wow, look at that giraffe. He wasn't aggressive or agitated. In fact, Ken loved the attention. Well, this escapade went on until the zookeepers were made aware of Ken's escape. Now, they knew that if Ken was to attack anybody, they would be forced to put him down.
Because of his strength, because he is a wild animal, the potential is there to do harm, to hurt—
Oh my god, is this an actual fucking voice recording?
somebody badly.
So slightly panicked, they hesitantly approached Ken, but he caused no trouble at all.
And they should pay taxes? You think orangutans should pay taxes? And we're Brian for the 5, calling it quits tonight. Thanks for the last. See you in the next life, brother. Call 988. Get the help you need. Suicide is never the answer. You know, I don't want to say what the fuck, but what the fuck, man? What are you doing? Get the help you need. You know what the fuck I'm going to say, especially if you've been watching me for a long time. You've been following me for 5 days. Oh, you're the guy that said that your fiance left you. What happened to wasn't for you, I'd be 6 feet under. Dude, you're in a bad mental state. You need to get fucking help. An hour ago, you said you were good, and now you're saying you're going to kill yourself. Get help. Your fiance left you. I know that sucks, man. Not a reason to fucking kill yourself. At all. Like, what the fuck, dude? I understand it might be tough right now. That happens a lot. My parents have been divorced since I was a fucking toddler. 1 out of 3 people, 1 out of 3 families are divorced. Multiple people have been in multiple different marriages. It's a very casual, obviously it's not desired that you would divorce your fiance, but you're fucking 22. And you're saying you're going to kill yourself over your fiance leaving you? What the fuck? Dude, see you in the next life. Brother, I'm going to keep it real. I think this is the only life that you're ever going to live. I think this is the only life that I'm ever going to live. I don't believe in an afterlife. You saying you're going to kill yourself is just ending your life early, man. You have so much more of your life to experience. Get help. Genuinely. Get a family member. Get a friend. Obviously, I could sit here and tell you this, but I'm not the guy you need to go to. I'm the guy that you could go to tell you to fucking do this shit, but you need to get fucking help, man. If you're so on the edge because your fiance left you that you're saying you're going to kill yourself, please, for the love of God, get help. Record for the sub, bum for the 3. You should be a glass sponge. Dark and FNG for the sub. Joe Farts for the 3. Suicide is never the answer, man. It's Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And I'm literally doing a suicide prevention charity stream on Tuesday. You saying you're going to come in, you coming into my chat and saying you're going to kill me is fucking insane. My life insurance will cover your pregnancy. Brother, killing yourself voids life insurance. Like, you're not even looking into it. You're just thinking irrationally right now. You killing yourself voids life insurance. I don't know if you know that or not. But keep in mind, too, you got to live, man. You got a lot to live for. And especially seeing that you have a kid. Do you want your kid to grow up without a father? Like, you're thinking so fucking illogically. I'm not trying to be a dick to you, but you need to fucking get that through your skull, man. Suicide is not the fucking answer for what you're going through. It's not the answer for what anybody's going through. Sorry for ruining the stream. You're not ruining the stream, but stop being fucking stupid, dude. You're not thinking right. Go get help. Genuinely. Like, I know this is I might not be the best means of speaking to you because I'm kind of harsh in the way that I speak, but I'm going to be fucking real with you, dude. Suicide is not the answer for whatever you're going through. I know you're saying your wife left you or your fiance left you and you have a kid. Even more of a fucking reason to stay alive. You have a fucking child coming, dude. What? Imagine how your kid will feel when they're older. Without a dad. That would be terrible. People will be fucking upset. You're just going to move the pain that you're having to somebody else. What you're going through right now, you're not going to be going through forever. Your wife just left you today. Yes, it's going to suck today. That's because it just happened. It'll get better. It'll take time. You need to fucking reach out to people. You need to get the help that you need. Go find a therapist. Go find a psychiatrist and fucking work on yourself, dude. You need to get help.
And then they quickly led him back to his enclosure, which he happily complied with. Now, whilst Ken Allen was chilled, enjoying his day spent roaming the zoo, the same couldn't be said for the zoo's staff. They were having a meltdown. They knew if news of Ken Allen's escape went public, they would have a PR disaster on their hands. But of course, they had
PR disaster? Yeah, that'd be a disaster if the fucking orangutan got out. People would just stop going to the San Diego Zoo.
No control over the news leaking. I mean, there was an orangutan walking amongst members of the public. That does turn heads. So as the news broke, the staff at the San...
Harsh is what I needed. Thanks, Joe. Bro, actually, though, go get help. I hate when a chat, like, you're acting fine now. Go get help. Get off my stream and go get help. I'm so fucking serious, right? A lot of people come into my chat and they say they're going to commit suicide, and then they're like, thanks, Joe, you've cured me. No, I haven't. If you were just on the edge of fucking killing yourself, brother, I didn't fix it. I may have helped you in a mindset to put you in a mental state where you're not going to fucking kill yourself right now. Go get help. Right now. Go get mental health help. Seriously. Like, it's not something where it's just like you're on the verge of killing yourself and then the next minute you're fine. If that's you, you might also have bipolar disorder. Like, you really need to go get fucking help, dude. I'm serious. Like, if you're actively thinking about killing yourself, you need help. Talk to a family member. Talk to a friend. Talk to a fucking psychiatrist, a therapist. Get fucking help that you need. If you were literally just thinking about killing yourself and I just talked to you for 2 minutes and now you're fine, that's great, right? You still need help. Not how bipolar works. I'm sorry, Floating. I didn't mean to use bipolar disorder incorrectly. I'm saying the mood swings that they're going through. Obviously, if you have bipolar disorder, I'm not saying that you're just going to be going from killing yourself to not killing yourself. I'm saying bipolar in the sense of having two emotionally different swings. Obviously not BPD, but I'm saying bipolar in the sense of the swings of emotions. You know what I meant. I'm sorry that I used it incorrectly. Now I'm just starting to get upset. Ender Brian, you need to get help. It's not how bipolar works. I know. I'm sorry. I used bipolar disorder incorrectly. I'm trying to use it as a means of getting through somebody's skull by saying that if you're going through emotional mood swings from literally wanting to kill yourself to being perfectly fine, that is a fucking problem. You need to get help for that. I'm not obvious. I'm playing the video. I'm just going to move on before I lose my shit.
San Diego Zoo prepared for the worst, but
you're good? Well, I'm not dude, I feel bad. I'm not trying to use bipolar disorder incorrectly. I'm not trying to spread what bipolar disorder is. I was just saying bipolar in terms of the mood swings. My apologies. Outside of that, that's not the fucking point right now. The point is this guy's saying he's going to fucking kill himself. Reach out. He said he was going to reach out to the crisis hotline. Okay, good. Jack over the 3. And then listen to them. Have you experienced any bad knee injuries? No.
Rather than the expected PR disaster, Ken Allen became somewhat of a local hero, and it actually worked in the zoo's favour. With everyone reading the news about Ken.
Can we lock back into this? Type locked in, for the love of God, type locked in.
Of a local hero. And
why are you so angry? Brother, I'm not angry. I'm trying because I'm getting sidetracked off of a point that has no value right now, right? Yes, I incorrectly used that, but that's still not the main point. I was trying to quickly say, oh, my bad, and then get back to the main point of somebody saying they're going to commit suicide. Not sit here and gripe on the fact that I used bipolar disorder incorrectly. I'm sorry I used that incorrectly. Now, can we please lock back in? Cousin for the sub.
Actually worked in the zoo's favour. With everyone reading the news about Ken, people just had to see for themselves, and the zoo attendance skyrocketed. Or despite the media.
Oh my god, I need to rewind, because I have no idea what the fuck. I have no idea what just happened.
But, rather than the expected PR disaster, Ken Allen became somewhat of a local hero, and it actually worked in the zoo's favour. With everyone reading the news about Ken, people just
well, yeah, because they're like, oh, that's a really smart ape. I want to see that.
Had to see for themselves, and the zoo attendance skyrocketed. Or despite the media buzz, behind the scenes, San Diego Zoo were doing all they could to prevent another escape. Sure, the attention was great, but one instance of an escaped ape was enough for them. Zoo officials decided they needed to step up security of Ken's pen, so they installed a moat around the perimeter of his enclosure and installed a 250-foot wall. This was
250-foot wall? Brother, I don't think that's needed.
To stop Ken in his tracks, and thankfully...
How many stories is that?
It worked. Crisis averted. The security measures successfully contained Ken Allen. For all of a few weeks, that is.
Because no way, how the fuck did he get out? He did not climb a 250-foot fucking wall. Floating for the 3. I want to say something so you know, obviously I'm not mad or anything. It's a very easy mistake I've definitely made. Okay. Well, I'm not, dude, Floating, I'm not mad at you. I'm saying I just don't, I know I used it incorrectly. I'm sorry for that. I just wanted to get back on topic. Cousin for the sub.
Because on the 29th of July, 1985, Ken managed to escape again. He somehow made his way over the moat, and just like his last escape, the 250-pound orangutan effortlessly scaled his enclosure wall. And yet again, he did the same, just casually strolling around the zoo amongst visitors, even posing for selfies. But this time,
why don't they, like, give him a bigger enclosure so he's more happy with where he is?
there was one more thing Ken wanted to do on his day trip. So as the zookeepers were once again made aware of Ken's escape, they frantically ran out to the zoo for a second time to capture Ken. And there they found him, stood over an enclosure. But this time, he wasn't looking at the pretty elephants. There Ken was, picking up rocks and pelting them at none other than Otis, Ken's ex-roommate.
Oh my god. He broke out to get a revenge rock thrown at his the other guy that he used to be with.
And sworn enemy. Well, this second escape had only escalated the media hype around Ken. The already packed San Diego Zoo had more and more visitors each day, all eager to see Ken Allen, the ape that could not be contained. But yet again, as for the staff at San Diego Zoo, whilst thankful for the increase in ticket sales, they simply could not let this happen again. 2 escapes was already far too many.
Well, because in the San Diego Zoo's eyes, it's like, well, one time he could theoretically hurt someone, and then that would be a problem. Dude, why don't they just put, like, I don't want to be a dickhead here to the San Diego Zoo people. This is the wall, right? And he's trying to climb this wall. Why not put a platform that sags out that his arm isn't long enough to grab? So even if he climbs the wall, he reaches a block that he can't get past. Like, that just fixes it. Stone for the 3.
Things were really getting silly now. Every effort the zookeepers had applied to try and halt Ken's escapes
Weed for the sun.
was failing. They needed to really step things up this time around. So for the time being, they moved Ken into an indoor pen that reportedly had a black and white television that featured just one channel. So as Ken sat and watched TV, the staff started to draft a plan to further beef up Ken's main enclosure and increase.
But Ken actually used a metal spoon that they gave him to drill a 7-foot hole outside of the captivity while he was watching TV and they were working on his new enclosure, and then ran out onto a highway, stole a Kia, hotwired it, and drove all the way to fucking Keaton Beach, Florida.
Security fortified the place properly. So as the
all the way across country, he somehow knew how to parallel park the car as well.
Staff gathered around and started pitching ideas. Meanwhile, outside of zoo grounds, after the media had caught wind of the second escape, things had gotten bonkers. Ken Allen had become somewhat of an icon. Free Ken Allen t-shirts started popping up all over the place, $14 a pop. Bumper stickers appearing on cars all over San Diego. A group of pensioners formed a Ken Allen fan club, aptly named the Orang Gang.
Yo, what was that gorilla that died? Harambe? Imagine if the Harambe situation happened with Ken Allen. There would have been riots in San Diego. There would have been fucking riots. If some mom dropped her dumbass kid in the fucking enclosure and then they shot Ken.
Complete with a monthly newsletter. And
when they killed Harambe, was Harambe actually about to hurt the child? Or was it just they had to shoot Harambe out of fear that the gorilla would do something? Do you think the kid that fell in the gorilla enclosure gets made fun of? Because he's probably old enough now to where, like, people know he's the kid that fell in the gorilla enclosure. When did Harambe die? Harambe died in 2016, which is 8 years ago. Kid that fell in Harambe cage. Isaiah Dickerson fell in Harambe's cage, who was a 17-year-old silverback gorilla. With fear for the child's life, zoo staff killed the huge gorilla, saying they were left with no choice. He did pick up the kid, but he didn't do anything. It looks like he's giving him a wedgie. And then he's, like, standing over the kid. Did the kid fall? They should fine the family. If the kid, like, if the mom let the kid, like, crawl into the fucking enclosure, like, you just made them kill the fucking gorilla because your kid felt, like, you just let your kid wander in there. He was protecting him? Oh, you think the gorilla was protecting him? The Harambe kid is 12 years old now. So people definitely have to be like, you're the kid that fell in the gorilla enclosure? Wait, no, but the kids that are his age didn't even know. Because the 4-year-olds weren't cognizant enough to know the Harambe meme. Bagel for the sub. Jinxie for the 3. Remember, the only reason you can feel pain is you know what it's like to feel happy? Corrupted for the 3. I don't know if you heard there was another school shooting in Maryland 3 hours ago. Was there really? Weed for the sub. Stone for the 3. Maryland shooting. There was another school shooting. High school student shot classmate in bathroom. 16-year-old arrested. Did he shoot anybody else, or did he, like, just kill that one kid? 15-year-old has died after being shot inside the bathroom of Maryland High School. Found 16-year-old suspect and Grant were the only people involved. Yeah, so they were, like, in the bathroom together and he killed him. Damn, dude.
Maybe the strangest outcome of Ken's fame.
And, like, what the fuck do you do? Like, obviously, yeah, gun regulation is a big fucking thing. But outside of that, like, then people are just gonna, like, the rebuttal is, oh, he's gonna bring a knife to school and fucking stab him.
San Diego-based psychiatrist named
When's the Indian massage videos? Right after this, Vid.
Dennis Gersten released a single, The Ballad of Ken Allen. Yeah, shit was getting weird. Headlines started referring to Ken Allen as Hairy Houdini, a name that fit him perfectly. So back at the zoo, with all eyes on them, the staff started their efforts to beef up Ken's main enclosure once and for all. So with the master plan finished, they started by surrounding the wall with a powerful electric fence. Then they hired a pair of professional rock climbers to try and scale the enclosure wall so staff could seek out the foot and handholds and patch over them, making a chance of a route to the top virtually impossible.
Making the wall.
Why didn't they just make the wall solid instead of, like, stones? Why didn't they just make it like a concrete prison wall so then he couldn't climb it? Like, I feel, I don't know. I just feel like that. And now, when he learned how to unscrew the bolts and everything, that's, like, crazy. But I'm starting to think the people at the San Diego Zoo were just terrible at keeping him in versus the orangutan being a mastermind. Maybe he'll get out of this, though, and then that would be crazy.
Walls smoother, straight up and down, taking all the little bumps and ridges out of the wall that he could possibly get a handhold on.
Also, the keepers had noted that Ken would only really ever attempt to escape when he was in an enclosure alone. And of course, when they attempted to put him in an enclosure with other orangutans, the only real issue was the fact that there was another male, Otis. So, zookeepers decided that the best course of action would be to introduce some female orangutans into the upgraded enclosure, and no other males, in the hope,
oh my god, are they gonna work together to leave?
that the company might calm him down. So with the big security renovations finally complete, they decided it was time to free Ken from his indoor prison. He'd watched enough black and white TV, and they released him into the newly upgraded enclosure. But that wasn't all the staff had up their sleeve. This time, they decided it was best that they monitored Ken, see what he got up to, learn his habits, see if he was acting fishy. But this is Ken Allen we're talking about.
Okay, so it's literally just prison. Like now it's just prison. Ken is literally, I mean, like, that's kind of zoos in some ways anyway, unless it's like, oh, they're injured. If they're, like, pulling them from their habitats and bringing them over, that's kind of fucked. But now this is literally just, they're just monitoring him at all times. Deadpool for the sub. Ivory, thank you for the fucking 5 gifted subs, Ivory. Thank you, we've got a sub. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Matthew for the 3. I said I was the 17,000 member that was just people online.
This is one smart orangutan. He knew that when he saw humans dressed in zoo uniform, he couldn't act out or pull any wise moves, as he knew they were watching. But this time, the staff were one step ahead of Ken. So to get round this, they would disguise themselves in normal, casual clothing, blue jeans, Hawaiian shirts, sunglasses, as if they were just regular old bystanders visiting the zoo. That way, they could watch Ken and he'd have...
One loco for the 3. Somebody threatened up to shoot up school, and they said they had listed everything. They didn't close anything or cancel school. I found out later from my mom. I don't know if they arrested the kid, but it was a real threat. Am I in the wrong for being worried? No. I would also be worried.
No idea they were members of staff. A tactic that the zoo coined guerrilla tactics. Okay, 1 gold star for that one, San Diego Zoo. I'll give it to you. So how did it all go?
Imagine Ken recognized their faces and body movement, and he spotted out which ones were just dressed as tourists.
Oh, well, their plan worked. Ken didn't try to escape. So there Ken was, busy not escaping, relaxing, sitting around. Oh, he has a crowbar. It seemed that Ken had discovered the tool.
Where the fuck did he get a crowbar from?
When it had been seemingly left behind by a construction worker, not particularly wanting to approach.
Does he know how to use it?
The crowbar-wielding orangutan, the zookeepers.
They're all watching. They're like eating food dressed in Hawaiian shirts, and then you're like, you know, I think we really got Ken this time. All the tourists start like talking louder. They're like, what happened? They move to the front. Ken's just like holding a crowbar in the air, screaming. Ah! And he fucking starts just breaking. He starts breaking the whole fucking enclosure down. Like, actually stone by stone. He's like, I will not. He starts speaking fluent English like it's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm gonna get out of here.
Watched over helplessly, but to their relief, Ken threw it aside, landing at the feet of fellow orangutan, Vicky. Now, knowing she was far calmer than Ken, the keepers weren't too worried about her, until that is, they heard a large crunch, and Vicky had used the crowbar to try and pry open the glass of the enclosure window in an attempt to free herself and Ken. That's right, Ken had seemingly upped his intelligence level and was training other orangutans to aid him in his escapes.
Pretty clever, as if they learned from the master himself.
There must be some kind of orangutan communication going on here.
Thankfully, for zoo staff, this time around, they called...
Bro, being a zoo staff member during this time, that was probably so fun. Like, actually having fucking group meetings and being like, all right, how do we stop this orangutan from actually just breaking? He's beating us, okay, guys? There's like a group of 8 people. We're like, we can't keep him in here. What do we do?
Caught Ken and Vicky almost instantly before they made it out to the public, and then re-secured the window. So after making sure all the loose tools were secure and feeding the construction worker to the alligators, it seemed that Ken, for the most part, was behaving himself. They did catch him one time, managing to scale the wall, despite the rock climber's best efforts, but when he eventually reached the electric fence, he lightly brushed it, got quite the zap, and quickly made his way back down. The San Diego Zoo had outdone themselves. Finally, all the work the staff had put in had seemingly worked to keep Ken Allen at bay. Ken started to settle down, and the media started to report.
Bro, I would love if they could pan out a scenario where they never put him back and just saw what he wanted to do. Like, he started throwing rocks at Otis, but like what if they just kept letting him do that? What would he do next?
He'd become somewhat of a family man, and it looked as if his escapes had finally been put to rest. But it seemed that Ken was simply buying his time, because 2 years later, the pump that fueled the moat around Ken's enclosure had conveniently clogged, drying up the moat completely, and this allowed for a clear and easy path to the wall. Ken then sat patiently and waited for the moment that the power to the electric fence was shut off for maintenance. How he knew this is still a mystery, but with the timing being perfect.
Wait, no way he actually fucking knew when the electric fence would turn off. You wouldn't even be able to see that.
Maintenance. How he knew this is still a mystery, but with the timing being perfect, he capitalized, making a bolt for it. And once again, after his 2-year hiatus, he'd come out of retirement, and it was like he'd never stopped. Back to his old ways, he strolled around the zoo, taking photo after photo, everybody raving that they had seen Ken Allen, hairy Houdini, the ape that could not be contained. But this time around, when he saw the guards approaching in the distance, Ken wasn't as calm as he was during his other escapes. He made a bolt for the lion enclosure, dodging and weaving, making the most of his freedom, crowds cheering as he sprinted. He was really pushing the boat out this time.
I'm like really failing to believe this story. This is getting so crazy. He broke out 3 times.
Was the furthest away Ken had ever been from his enclosure. Fearing that Ken was going to climb into the lion enclosure and be their next meal, staff were hot on his heels, and after 3 long hours, he was eventually cornered by
3 hours for them to catch him?
Wielding zookeepers and led back to his enclosure. Luckily, the zookeepers knew that the only reason the escape was possible was due to the moat drying up and the power shutting off, and once repaired, the fortifications that had worked for 2 years would still be up to scratch. But while secure, what the keepers had underestimated once more was the fact that Ken had roommates. Things have been going great, but we all know how things go when you surround Ken with female orangutans. Ken isn't exactly the best influence on the ladies, but it wasn't.
Oh, do they end up teaming up to escape together? Metro for the 6. What's the name of the mini shields you drink? I was thinking about getting them. The feel-free ones. Just be careful about like kratom and shit like that if you're getting the classic ones. 1 cocoa for the 3. I'm pretty sure you also have to be 18 to buy them. Somebody threatened up to... Already read that.
Ken this time. One day before the zoo opening time, Jane and Kumang had found a 5-foot long handled squeegee that a cleaner had accidentally left in the enclosure. And inspired by Ken, the two somehow...
Dude, why do people keep leaving shit in the enclosure?
...to climb up the wall and hop out. Jane apparently wandered into an employee-only lounge area, finished off some of their sodas, and was found roaming around near the flamingos, where she had to be tranquilized and returned to her enclosure. And thankfully, Kumang willingly returned. But while she was the tamer ape this time around, it seems that Kumang wanted her own chapter in the adventure book. She managed to escape 2 additional times by shortening the electric fence wires with a twig. The first time, she was found sat playing in a...
How the fuck do they know that the electrical fence wires are what power that, though? Like, they understand the fact that the reason that zaps me is because of this wire, and if I break it, it'll stop. They're smart? Bro, that's really smart.
The garden bed, where she was tranquilized. Then the second time, she was sat outside the monkey enclosure, and when approached by staff, she climbed on top of the bird sanctuary, where she was tranquilized again. In fact, Kumang's mischief actually got the group put in solitary confinement once more, whilst the keepers made the wiring system more complex, upgraded the doors, and went around with an electromagnet to make sure there was nothing they could use to aid an escape. So even though Ken was in retirement, he was still seemingly costing the zoo money through his students. At this point, the zoo had reportedly spent a whopping $45,000.
45 grand just to keep him enclosed in his lifetime
on security over the course of the escapes. As for Ken himself, as years passed, it seems that the escapes at San Diego Zoo really had finally come to an end this time. Ken was living a simpler life in his enclosure, sat relaxing, eating,
well, yeah, as he got older, too.
And flipping off children that walked by. Ken settled down for years to come. He had finally decided to behave himself and stayed put in his enclosure. He had truly...
Yo, he is so fucking hairy. Oh
and
my
settled
God.
Down for years to come. He had finally decided to...
Dude, like, his hair is like fucking a 1.5 feet long.
Behave himself.
On his whole body.
In his enclosure. He had truly given up on his old ways. Well, in the winter of 2000, the zookeepers noticed that Ken was acting out of the ordinary. He was moving erratically and seemed uncomfortable, so the staff sent him in for a visit with the zoo doctor. Ken was diagnosed with B-cell lymphoma, a form of blood cancer.
No!
Now, at first, doctors weren't too worried, as Ken was still young and fit, and would most likely be able to fight off the disease. But sadly, as time went on, Ken's condition deteriorated, and the cancer had become more aggressive. The cancer that was now terminal. So the zookeepers decided that rather than letting Ken suffer, at the age of 29, on December 1st, 2000, Ken Allen was euthanized.
Options for chemotherapy were explored, but at this time, the therapy was mainly geared towards making Kenny as comfortable as possible.
His condition had worsened over the last several days. Ken brought great joy to the San Diego Zoo for over 29 years. The loss of this type of animal is a great loss to our...
Bro, that is so sad.
Our organization. This is a sad day at the San Diego Zoo. At 11:05 today, Ken Allen was put down.
The Orangang published a 2-page spread as a tribute to Ken and hosted a candlelit vigil for him, stating he would have done the same for us. To this day, a plaque sits in San Diego Zoo in Ken Allen's honor. So there you go. The story of Ken Allen's numerous escapes from the San Diego Zoo. $45,000, t-shirts, bumper stickers, a fan club, a single, and a hell of a tale.
I need to go to the San Diego Zoo now. Oh my god, I need to go to the San Diego Zoo now. Fuck, man. I just want to go to see that plaque.
I've made sure to link to the main sources that help to tell this story below, if you want to read into it some more. And shout out to Count Dankula, who covered this story a while back with the hilarious
What happened to Otis? Yo, who gives a fuck about Otis?
retelling in his Absolute Mad Lad series.
Bro, W-ass vid. Oh my god. I fucking love Giuseppe's videos. He's a good storyteller as well. Hero for the sub, Metro for the 6. I already read that. Alright, yo. I've been slugging water, so I have to piss for a third time, but then we're on to the India haircut and massage videos, and some other shit as well. So count me down again for 30 seconds while I go take a piss. All right. Dude, I love that song. Troubles will come, and they will pass. All right, next video. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a different segment than normal. I've been seeing a lot of videos on my For You page of India $1 massages / haircuts. So I thought it would be fun to watch some YouTube videos, or YouTube segments, rather, of people getting $1 India massage / haircuts. So we have 4 videos here getting a crazy is that a pound or euro? 1 pound haircut in India. Cosmic India head massage makes me see stars. Intense Indian head massage, almost passed out. And ASMR head massage combined with rain sound. I have them fast forward to where they start for the videos that are long. And then we'll kind of skip around on the other videos. But let's give it a watch.
Pink socks and pink sliders. That would be actually jokes. Let's see what he does. I'm thinking I might get my man to take a little bit off my beard. It's getting a bit long now and it's doing my head in. Not that short, just number 2. Number 2, yeah? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, a haircut. Getting a haircut in India. Yeah, just a little bit, number 2. Just on the beard. Number 2. Number 2. So short, but not too short. Hopefully.
Yo, he about to do my man good, though. He about to whip out a razor and fucking shape up his beard. Yo, he gonna look clean as hell. Yep, oiling him up.
Okay, I think he is gonna shave my neck and the side of my face.
I'd be a little worried, you know, getting a haircut in a foreign country by some dude on the street. But, you know, if other people are getting haircuts from him, so, you know, he must be credible.
Just putting some nice clean water on it. Very nice. I tell you what, my man's actually quite good, you know.
Yo, he's kind of cooking here. Like, that actually looks pretty good. Outside that little missing bit right there.
full-on floor brush.
Oh, no, it was just extra hair.
Right, we're nearly there. I'll show you the finished product in a minute, Dan. Whoa, that's intense.
He's giving me a head massage now. I don't know what's happening.
That's strong. Yo, you must be fucking good at fingering birds, mate. Jesus Christ. Very nice.
I think he's giving me brain damage. I think he squeezed my temples in. Thank God I don't have a soft spot.
Enough for me, I think. Nice. What's that? Condom? What's that? Oh, God. What's that? Oh, no.
Yo, can you trim my beard? Sure. Pulls out some weird red jelly liquid and just starts rubbing it on his head.
What's he putting on his head? Oh, it smells. It smells like tuned sweets. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Crikey. Oh, my God. Jesus. God.
You feel nice?
No. It's so intense. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like it at all.
Bro, but what do you think that was that he put in his hair? Probably some sort of, like, either lotion or gel.
Oh, very good, brother. Very good. Well, that was an experience. It's still going. Okay, that's enough.
He just doesn't stop the rest of the videos.
That'll do, Dad. Dan. Basically my dad. God. No, not my ears. Don't go in my ears. Oh, God. What are you doing that for? I think that's...
He just shoves his fingers in the dude's ears and just starts massaging them like his inner earlobe.
You've done a fantastic job. We'll leave that there. Oh, no. That's enough. Honestly, enough. Please stop. Please. Please stop. Honestly, we'll call it there. Honestly, please stop.
He's just getting up. He won't stop. He just keeps... Oh, my God. He's rubbing his shoulders.
No, he's doing back massage. No, you've done a great job. It smells awful. Stop. No, honestly, you've done a... Stop. Okay. He's massaging my arm now.
Oh, my God.
Yep, fantastic. You've... He come in for a beard trim.
He just snaps his fucking arm.
Bloody hell. Oh, God. Ah! Oh! No, that's enough. That's enough. You nearly broke my finger, mate. Look, no, honestly, that's... Finish. Yes. Yeah. No. God,
he wants him to sit back down. Oh, my God. I'd be like, yo, I'll pay you. Let me leave.
Damn it. Don't do that. You nearly snapped my finger in half, mate. Don't do that on this hand. I swear, Dan, please don't do that. Oh, God. This is... I've never had this done before.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Oh, man. No. I don't know what you're going to do, but don't bend my arm.
I'd be worried he'd fucking snap me. Oh, does he get washed off? What the fuck?
I feel like I'm at the Ganges. You're not putting soap in, are you?
Oh my God, is he washing his head?
Oh, he is. He's putting soap in my hair. He's putting shampoo in it. Oh, this is the most intense haircut I've ever had. Honestly, you don't need to do that. You only shaved my beard. Oh.
He's doing a whole salon day here, dude. How much do you think that cost? All right, next. Cosmic Indian head massage makes me see stars.
My turn. How did it feel good? Okay.
Dude, I'd be so worried. Because a lot of them start, like, cracking body parts, and I'd be like, yo, they might kill me.
Take the hat off here.
$1. I feel like this might be $1. Just because the massage is pretty quick.
Enjoy. Hey, you look good, man. Okay, head massage. So I saw this man. He's working hard. He's making it look good. I'm excited to get a head massage from this guy. park my feet up here, out, enjoy the breeze, and here we go. He's got a little foot prop here for you if you don't want to put your feet up too high. I think he's looking for the good stuff. This is going to be a good massage. I saw him already.
Dude, he brings out like something old, like old oily food. Just starts rubbing it on his head to use. Oh my god. What is that? Mountain Dew? Oh no, that's just a spray bottle of Mountain Dew. Okay. I was actually gonna be like, what the fuck? That's just a bottle that he has probably water or some sort of oil spray. I originally thought that was just actual Mountain Dew. Imagine. You get a massage from this guy and he just starts spraying Mountain Dew in your face.
Oil. Sigue.
Oh, in my hair though.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm wanting.
He's doing more.
Look at this. He took a Mountain Dew bottle and he made it a water spray bottle.
That is actually fucking cool as shit.
Okay.
Oh no.
Sigue.
This is enlightening. This is making me feel like I'm on clouds right now. Just start slapping him, just in the face, just going, bam, bam. Why are they all so rough? You got to get in there. Do you think that does feel good?
Oh.
He looks like he's
Elon
enjoying
Musk needs
it.
to hire this guy because I just went to space. Oh, why are the street massages so good in India?
He just keeps getting more and more rough. He starts by like just slapping him initially, then he just like brings out a metal bat.
They're just not afraid to get it down in there and get into you.
They gotta get the job done, you know. Gotta release the pressure in the temples. This is the patent pending motion here. I don't know. I don't know if I would like that. Like, it's not bad, but it's not good.
Man, in America, this man would be charged on 3 counts. He just pulled my hair and beat the crap out of me. Oh.
Does he do other motions? Oh, he starts getting in there.
Annoy me with this massage.
He just starts cough. Imagine he didn't cough to the side. He just coughs right on the back of his neck. I mean, that probably does feel good on your temples.
Okay.
What's this big, most played spot here? I love how it's just a silent 9-minute video of him just getting rubbed up by some guy on the street. Ooh. On the eyelids.
Ooh, caressing the eyeballs. Oh.
Oh my god, chiropractic neck cracking. I would be slightly worried here. That would be pass. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I feel like no warning either. I feel like you got to let him know to relax.
Ooh, caressing the eyeballs. Oh.
That second crack was actually good.
Oh, man.
Dude.
I already know what people
Just somebody random. Oh, no.
call him here. They call him Daddy.
He's going to do the finger crack. What are these guys in the back just? Just watching. Like this guy's leaning in, observing what's happening right now. Waiting for their turn, maybe. Ah. Yeah, I'd be a little worried at the tug in there that you dislocate my finger.
This is insane.
Oh, he's gonna redo his hair
That was
too?
like the craziest.
Yo, this guy's actually worth it.
10-minute massage of my life. I mean, it is like a get in, bang,
And he made him look dapper.
and get out.
Wow. Yo, his hair looks good too.
Wow. So good. Kinda rupee. How many? 200?
Oh, he said whatever you want to pay me. What, because he doesn't want to, like, scam him or something? Dude, I think he literally just said whatever you want to pay me. 200 rupees, $2.40.
200 rupee, how many rupee? 200, okay? Okay, sounds good to me. I think he said it was up to me, but honestly, that was so good. I'm just going to reach in my pocket and grab everything I can and give it to him. Name?
Waris. Muhammad Waris.
Muhammad. Oh, Muhammad, assalamu alaikum. For you, Muhammad. TK? Can I have a handshake?
Bro, that's got to be like $100.
Bless you.
That's a lot of cash.
Bless you. Shukriya.
Nah, actually, that might be like $20.
Oh, man, that was one of the...
Wow. Well, it's nice he paid him more. All right, now we're on to the next one. Oh my God, he has his finger in his ear. Holy shit.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Xiaoma. Today I'm in Jackson Heights here in New York City, which is a very, very South Asian neighborhood. You know, it's super...
Oh, this isn't even in India.
Indian, super Bangladeshi, very like Himalayan, Tibetan stuff going on here. The other cool thing that they have here is Indian barbershops. Apparently some of the shops here do like a traditional Indian head massage, which I'm really excited about because I love... Oh, that's good.
Is that a Jack Daniels bottle?
Oh, it smells really good too. Oh, what's that smell?
Oh God, he's just caressing my head. It smells really good. He smells really good. Oh my God, I've never smelled that smell before. What is that? The guy just goes like horse piss or something. Oh,
it's like a...
How nice.
It's like Indian oil.
Indian oil, yeah. Oh, it's a great smell. Wow.
Oh my God, yo, this guy's dick riding.
It's awesome.
It's natural oil.
Natural, yeah. It smells really natural.
He should have lied to him. He should have said something gross. That would have been actually hilarious. If I was this guy, I would have said something disgusting. I literally would have been like, yeah, no, that's horse pee. He probably would have been like, how exotic. Oh, really? He just keeps complimenting him. Oh, really? I bet that's good for your skin, right?
Oh, that's so good.
Feeling cold with us?
What?
It's cold, feeling good. Cold.
That's rude, Joe. What is rude? Oh my God, is Fluffiest gonna just try and fucking gaslight me again? What the fuck did I say that was rude? Fluffiest, you got about 10 seconds to respond, or I'm gonna time you out for the rest of the fucking stream, brother. Oh my God. Oh my God, Fluffiest at it again here. What was rude? Telling somebody you sprayed pee on them. Yeah, but this guy would probably think, like, he'd probably be still nice about it. That was the joke, was that this guy is actually complimenting every single thing this guy is doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's euphoric. It's like the first time I saw one of the Star Wars films. Oh my God. It's like when I saw Grown Ups 1 for the first time. Just constant joy. Yo, Clayton Stewart for the 25 subs! Thank you for the fucking gifteds! Thank you if you get a sub, and thank you, Clayton Stewart, for the fucking 25 subs, you goddamn goat. Thank you for the fucking gifteds. Floggle and Plebsy for the sub. Thank you for the fucking subs, Clayton Stewart. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate the 25 gifteds out of nowhere. W. Clayton. Ethan for the 5. Currently making a game for you on Roblox, so if I could get it done soon. Wonder if you would if I should just post it in the game sessions. Yeah. But also, when you post it in the game session, say, I made this game for Joe or whatever. So then I know. Dixon for the 3. My teacher said he's going to give me 20 pieces of candy if I listen to Pork and Beans by Weezer for 16 hours straight. Batman and Heroin for the sub. Metro for the 6. Pork and Beans by Weezer. Have I heard that song? And Clayton, thank you for the subs again, man. It's not bad. One song that would be terrible to listen to nonstop. Tom Porter, thank you for the 10 gifteds! Thank you for the sub, and thank you for the 10 gifteds. Tom Porter _69. Appreciate the fucking subs there, brother. Clayton and Tom. Clayton for the 25 subs. Tom Porter for the 10 gifteds. Thank you for the fucking subs. Thank you for the support. And thank them if you got a sub, because 10 people just got a free sub from Tom and 25 from Clayton. Thank you for the fucking subs, both of you. Easy Street would definitely be the worst song to listen to 10 hours straight. Sorry, VOD viewers. Because once the 10 hours were over, it would never leave your head. Fiddle for the sub. And William for the sub.
So much, like, pressure on my skull.
What does he break out? Ooh. Ooh. He's getting pretty low there.
Little bit down?
Yeah, we're down. Oh, that's like a full body massage. Oh my God. Oh, and you can get this in a barbershop. That's crazy.
They should get like a table if they're going to do a whole body massage so you don't sit in the chair. What does he bring out? Oh, there it is. Bro's just on his phone scrolling on TikTok as he uses a massage gun on this guy.
My whole body is vibrating. Wow, you're right where I get it too, like right in the shoulder. Oh, shit. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good right there.
Ooh. Yo, this is the guy that gives people 5-star reviews on Yelp. Xiaoman, New York City. Or Xiaoma, New York City. Oh. Oh. Yo, you're enjoying this massage a little too much. Xiaoma. I'm starting to think that I don't know. I feel like this is becoming more than just a massage.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel like.
Oh my god. Are the dude, the level of professionalism of the barber to keep a straight face through all that moaning is just out of this world. Saying calm while some weirdo's moaning like he's getting pegged.
I'm gonna pass out. Holy shit. Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, that's so good though. Oh my, oh, my whole head is. Oh my god. Oh, she's so lightheaded. Oh shit. Yo.
Hey guys, let's just say I think I need a change of underwear. I think imagine he's like let's just say this guy's done it better than anybody else.
That's good too.
Bro, he is so happy.
I'm sweating now, guys. This is amazing. How long have you been doing this for? How long have you been doing this for?
Oh my god, trying to start small talk.
14 years. Wow. Where did you learn?
Wow, where did you learn? Did you go to school for this? Where'd you learn? Did you have like did you like practice under someone for massages? Who taught you the art of the massage gun? Bro, honestly, he probably been winging this shit for 14 years. You probably get pretty good at it.
Blood circulation.
What?
Blood circulation.
Good for blood circulation? Yeah. I believe it. Yeah, I can already feel my blood just leaving my body pretty much.
Leaving your body?
Wow. My whole body right now is like on fire. That was so crazy. I can't believe you can get a massage in a barbershop chair like this. Oh my god, what do we got here? What is this one? Oh, okay.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That looks like a jackhammer that he attaches to his wrist. Oh, it massages his whole hand. Or like vibrates his whole hand.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh.
Yo, the moaning though. Oh my god. It cannot feel, bro, it can't feel that good. I know it can't feel that good. To where he's actually just like audibly moaning nonstop. Like maybe like one audible like, but like, yo, non-stop moaning. He's more vocal than an adult film voiceover actress. Deaf people, blind people. The fact the barber doesn't react at all, keeps a totally straight face, speaks that this reaction is 100% normal, and the barber's seen this thousands of times. Maybe. Monsieur, I'm finished. Jiao Ma, me too. After the head massage. So same time tomorrow? Do you wanna like go out to dinner tonight? Dinner on me? Bring the massage gun. Yo, bro, nah. In the ear, though? In the ear, bro, that can't feel good. That can't feel Yo, the moans are getting worse. The moans are getting worse. Stop. I actually need to skip. I actually need to skip. What does that say? This was one of the most intensely pleasurable experiences of my life. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. It tickles to the point of enormous, almost orgasmic pleasure. Yo, I just don't think that it would feel that good. He's just rocking a full chub right now. Bro. I have to get to the end of this video. Bro, no way. No, I need to skip. I need to skip. I need to skip. I need to skip. Holy shit. Yo, and imagine the experience for the guy just recording his friend. Xiao Ma, you're... Keep it down, bro. Oh my god. Like getting close frame shots. I'd be dying laughing. Oh my god, I'd be crying. I would be... If I was filming my friend and he was moaning like that as a guy had his finger in his ear and like the vibrator going, I would just be... I think I'd be crying. Like, I like visibly like tears down my face. I'd be like... I wouldn't even be able to keep filming.
What the fuck was that?
Me next? Oh, dude, I would have to go next. If I was the cameraman for Xiao Ma, I would say how much? You gotta do me. You know, I've like after witnessing this.
What the fuck was that? Holy shit. That was literally orgasmic. I've never felt anything that good. That was like that time I got ear cleaning, but just times 10. Just like
There was that time that I got an ear cleaning.
Raw pleasure like I've never experienced before. What?
Oh no! He just kills him right here. Imagine he actually just snaps his neck and kills him. Oh, that was like amazing, dude. I could die right.
Fucking crying.
Bro's gonna have neck pains for 20 years. I mean, it sounded like a crack normally. I need to see his post commentary. He shakes his hand. Thank you. We'll never see each other again. But just so you know, this was a meaningful experience for me.
I think. Where did you learn that?
He's waddling.
That is expert. You're an expert. You're the world's greatest massage guy right here. Yeah. Dude, I can't even. The pleasure actually got to a point where like it was almost too much. It was like. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bro. Buzzer almost got too much. Everyone watching, we know. What other videos does this guy make? No, not tomorrow's teachings.
Over the.
I need to watch this guy again. Yo, if you guys have any other fucking Xiao Ma videos, send them in the video suggestion tab. Please! Also, if you have any videos in general, video /tab, game /tab in the Discord for video suggestion or game sessions where you want me to play videos or watch videos on stream or play games on stream. Riley for the sub, Canal, thank you for the 3, gifted Sam Porter for the 5. You probably don't remember, but yesterday I told you Junior wanted to fight me. He did today, and I beat him. Well, I mean, that's good, man, but I do want to say, for future reference, avoid physical confrontation with people. Chris for the sub. In basically any scenario. All right. Last India massage video. Fiddle for the 550. Ken was MacGyver. Also, can you say something out of pocket or super funny for my compilation of you? You know when you put somebody on the spot to say something super funny, that is just the worst way to get somebody to say something super funny? That'd be like walking up to somebody and saying, make me laugh. Tell me a joke. Like, what am I supposed to say? I started this later in because he kind of starts off with just kind of a back rub. This is the guy I see on TikTok mainly. Always does the claps. Also, during a storm right now, it's actually raining outside. Getting a little bit of oil here. See, that looks relaxing. Kind of a rhythmic head pat. This guy also looks very majestic. He has very nice hair. Actually, nothing can compare to Xiao Ma's massage. I think now everything in comparison to Xiao Ma getting a massage gun in the ear, I think everything seems lackluster to that. So I'm done with this video. You know, I don't think anything's going to top that video I've seen just then. I'm glad we didn't start off with that, because then everything else would have sucked. Crispy for the sub. All right. I got to piss one more time, and then we're going to watch the next video. I know I pissed like 4 times. I've been slugging water. My apologies. Count me down 30 seconds. We're back. All right. Last video of the day. Slightly shorter react day today because the Eagles game starts in like 23 minutes, 27 minutes. Milk for the 3. How many toddlers could a Cybertruck clear in one foul swoop? An infinite amount. Hundreds. Quispy for the sub. Hundreds. They would be like pebbles. Explaining hentai tags, Professor Lando. Better lock in here because it's probably going to be a weird video.
Professor Lando, and thank you for joining me.
I don't know who sent this in the video suggestion tab, but I've seen some Professor Lando before from you guys, and they are always a wonder to watch. Also, again, if you have any videos you want to watch, games you want to play, video /tab, game /tab. Lock in.
Class today, we're going to be taking a look at...
Oh, I forgot to say our schedule, too. Today's Reacts, obviously. This is the last React for the day. Tomorrow, I'm doing VR at 2 for, like, probably 3.5 hours, then maybe some other stuff. Sunday's going to be Reacts at 2. Monday, I'm going to be live at 4:30 doing Vladic Brutal, maybe GeoGuessr, or games with other people, like other streamers. Tuesday is the AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention charity stream. We have Reacts and random games. Wednesday's a React day because Thursday I'm off, and Friday we're doing Fears to Fathom, the new Fears to Fathom Friday. Fears to Fathom game that drops. Next Saturday's Block Wars, but we're also probably going to do a GeoGuessr World Cup watch party before Block Wars at like 11:30 a.m. Jal for the 3, or for the 4. Lock in last vid for sure. Lock in.
A few different topics. Some topics that haven't quite found their way into their individual lesson plan yet. And although...
When are you playing The Sims? Probably never.
These topics might be different.
So no Wukong. Maybe random Wukong after certain streams. But we're not doing Wukong every week. People voted against it.
They're each peculiar in their own way. Now, the first of these topics that we're going to be going over today is stuck in wall. As the name implies, this is a genre where you have a person that is stuck in a, you guessed it, a wall. So for you visual learners out there, I've drawn a diagram. Here you have a representation of a common situation, common scenario you would find in the stuck in wall genre. Here you have a person who is stuck in the wall, and you can see here that generally speaking, when someone is stuck in a wall in this genre, they're going to be stuck at the waist, having their lower half separated from their top half. Now, the person who is stuck, the stuck-y, as you will, is often flustered by this situation, obviously unable to see what is taking place behind them, as they are obscured by a wall. Who exactly is behind that wall?
Oh my God, why do you draw him like a menacing man?
No. And what is this person doing? Taxes? Unlikely. And now, to speak on the popularity of this genre, I think we can look outside the sphere of Japanese explicit media and see that in real life explicit content, you have a common phrase that is known as, "Help me, stepbro, I'm stuck," where in this situation,
he said it so professionally. "Help me, stepbro. I can't get out of the washing machine.
Person in person.
I'm somehow stuck under the sink."
Find themselves stuck doing mundane household activities, such as doing the laundry and getting stuck in a dryer, which, again, just to highlight, goes to show how common this stuck in wall genre really strikes the heart of readers everywhere. Now, moving on, a more niche, but perhaps a more versatile subgenre of the stuck in wall genre is the wormhole genre. Now, what makes
wormhole? What?
The wormhole subgenre so unique and different from the stuck in wall genre is the portability of where the separation takes place. You can see here in this example, being Rick from the popular TV series Rick and Morty, separated at the waist. But unlike its predecessor, the stuck in wall genre, these two halves are moved around. And in this scenario, Rick is behind himself.
What, so like Rick's gonna eat his own ass?
About to go to town. We're gonna have to buy some extra toothpaste after this one, Morty. Now, if you're having trouble understanding the appeal of these stuck genres, I can ask you a simple question. Have you ever had an itch on your back that you just can't quite reach? Well, same. And in this situation, instead of an itch on your back, it's eating your own ass. The next genre that I want to cover is the time stop genre, where in the context of explicit...
Okay, what the fuck is hentai? Because I'm getting very confused right now. Is hentai just like anime corn? What is hentai? A genre of Japanese manga and anime overtly sexualizing characters and sexually explicit images and plots. So this is like the story?
Japanese media, both fictional and in real life, a person or persons are frozen in time or stuck in time, as you will, while they have coitus performed upon them by a secondary actor who is often the protagonist who is exempt from being frozen in time, usually via some sort of mechanism involving the supernatural or some sort of power. Now, I know what you're thinking, that this might be one of the strangest genres in the world. Students, while time was stopped, I wanted to take a moment to announce that my new merchandise lineup just released online. Show off your school spirit with the official Ligma University collaboration with the clothing lifestyle brand.
Oh my God, Ligma U.
Omina. Here we have the official Ligma University.
That is actually a very meme-ish varsity hoodie.
Varsity hoodie jacket, showcasing our official school mascot.
See me after class.
Got BB the Catboy, as well as the Ligma University t-shirt.
What a W promo. Shout out Professor Lando. I am dipping through this though. All right.
So the next genre we're going to be talking about is sissy hypno. So what is sissy hypno? Well, although sissy might be a derogatory term,
how does he know all of these? Did he research this?
And has been used as such, sissy hypno is a type of explicit media meant to hypnotize a target audience or otherwise influence them to become more submissive and breedable. This is a widespread phenomenon on the internet. Now, these are bite-sized clips that contain a fast-paced slideshow of images of women partaking in very explicit acts. And this slideshow is interrupted by splices of text, instructions to the viewer to partake in very explicit and submissive acts. Examples of this text, these instructions, could be something along the lines of, good girl, get on your knees, don't come. These clips are set to very trance-like music, and the beat of the music spliced with the very fast cuts in the text give this sort of media its hypnotizing nature. Now, if you're not quite understanding this genre of media, I offer you an ancillary comparison. Have you ever seen the Marvel movie Captain America, Winter Soldier? Yes? Well, it's like that. But instead of becoming a Russian sleeper agent terrorist super soldier, you start wearing a chastity cage and thigh highs. Oh, you hear that? It's time for gym. Physical education is a part of every important curriculum, and it's time for you to get some exercise.
Students, settle down, settle down. I'm Coach Sugamoff, and it's time for some physical education. Here at Ligma University, we offer a very...
Somebody said skip, buddy. This is the last video of the day.
Well-rounded curriculum. Not only are you going to work out your mind, but here in my class, you're going to work out your body. You can learn about sissy hypno, but until you start my regimen, my submissive and breedable program, you're not going to get anywhere. So let's work up a sweat. All right, it's time to work out a sweat with this, my submissive and breedable program. We're doing 3 sets, 20 reps of thigh highs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put those bad boys on. Pink stripes, blue stripes, lace, whatever you're imagining. Let's go, work it.
Go cat boys.
Work it, people. All right, moving on straight to the next one. We're doing 3 sets, 10 reps of Discord kittens. Let's get it. 1, 2. Ooh, burns so good.
All right, we need 15 uwoos. Make sure to be as high pitch as possible.
Come on. You're not going to be daddy's precious little kitten like that. Come on, let's hear you, nya. Now this workout plan works. Once you're done with it, you're going to be as submissive and breedable as you possibly can be. But don't take my word for it. Check out this testimonial.
Yeah, before this program, I was a man's man. But now, I'm a man's man. Thanks, Ligma University.
You know, starting this program, I was very skeptical. But after doing this for 92 months, I've become submissive
92 months
and breedable. It really worked.
Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters.
What the fuck, dude? Every Professor Lando video is so fucking random. Oh my god, they are funny though. All right, Floggy for the sub, Crispy for the 3. Or for the 5. Was that Pop Smoke during the break? Yeah. Trip for the sub, Kitty for the sub, Jail for the 4. Locked in last video, I already read that. All right, chat, W stream. Sorry we're ending a little bit early today, but the Eagles game is about to be on. And I do want to watch that. But tomorrow, I will be live at 2 p.m. EST. We're going to be starting out with VR. So the camera and all the setup will be a little bit different. And then we might end with other random games or something, or just do VR the whole stream. I don't really know yet. Sunday is going to be Reacts at 2. Monday, I'm going to be doing, as I said, Vladic Brutal, and then either games of other streamers or GeoGuessr and random shit. Tuesday is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention charity stream on Suicide Prevention Day. We're going to be doing Reacts and Gaming. Wednesday is also going to be React Day because Thursday I'm not live, and Friday we're going to be doing Fears to Fathom and other horror games because the Fears to Fathom game drops on Thursday, but I'm not live, so we're going to be doing it Friday, so we flip-flop the React days. So Reacts are going to be in the middle of the week next week, which is going to be kind of random. Next Saturday is going to be a GeoGuessr sponsored stream. We're going to be playing GeoGuessr as well as watching the World Cup watch party, watching the best GeoGuessrs play the game, which is actually going to be pretty fun. And then doing Block Wars from like 2 to 5. And then next Sunday's Reacts. If you have any videos you haven't watched, games you want to play, videos, shop games, shop, I find most of the videos I watch, games that I play. So if you have any videos you want to watch, games you want to play, send those there. Outside of that, W stream, we had a great chat, great audience. Had a lot of people in the fucking stream thinking that popped out. I know the school year just started and a lot of people are going back to work and shit. So thank you to everybody that tuned in. Fluffiest for the 3 said, hope you have fun watching the game. Have a good one. Thank you. And outside of that chat, I am posting on YouTube on the main right when we end, and then maybe on the gaming as well later tonight. But if you want to go watch that, please do so. Outside of that, appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all soon. We are going to raid Zeusy today. And yeah. Appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all later. We are going to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, chat.